Well,
that's the first. Oh, I gotta get stream avatars going too while this is launching.
do you have to do that each time?
So stream avatars is technically its own like program slash game, whatever you want to call it. So it's running in the background, and I'm screen capturing it separately. As if I was running two
Cool.
games at once. So, and it gives me like a couple like there's obviously the commands that everyone knows. Um, but yeah, it's just through Steam, just like any other Steam game.
Okay.
And then it connects to my Twitch basically to kind of read and monitor the chat. I think it has technically its own little bot that like sneaks in and hides.
All right. So there's a auto crafter by Cyclic that looks pretty straightforward. I don't think it needs power. All the other ones need power, it looks like. I don't know how fast it goes, but it just needs a
Are you there?
piston, crafting table, observer, and a block of bone. Yeah, it seems pretty cheap. Probably make a lot
Sounds
of
pretty
those.
cheap. Oh, can you say something real quick? Make sure that your audio is recording.
Something real quick. Hello?
Perfect. Perfect.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi, Dad.
Hi,
You,
Dad. Hi,
you.
Dad. I'm Dad.
Hi, Dad. I'm Dad.
Hi, Dad. I'm Dad.
Hi, Dad. I'm Dad.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't even know. I haven't watched you stream in long enough that I didn't even know this.
What happened? Oh, well, hello. Whoa. You've been subbed for. Well, first off, hello.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
for subbing for 4 months. Holy hell. Thank you. I
yeah,
was.
I didn't know it's been that long. Doesn't feel like it's been that long.
No,
I
that's
didn't. Wow,
crazy.
wow.
Well, now I need to sub to you once I get monies. Because I'm.
Oh,
Uh,
I'd say wait until I start streaming again.
nah, it'd be worth it right now. Even. I just feel bad. Like, I have people who sub to me that also stream, and I'm like, I wish I could sub to you. But,
Yeah, I get
like,
that.
yeah.
That's the
Not to
dream
like.
is to get to the point where you can make enough per month that you can just sub to all your friends.
Yeah, like.
Just like
Like, indiscriminately. Like, just like, yeah, I got subs for days. But it's like right now I make minimum wage in Massachusetts for a family of four. So it's like I'm broke. But I'm
yeah.
fine. I'm fine.
What's minimum wage there?
I make much more than minimum wage, to be frank. I make like 17 an hour. But which in Boston is not much.
I was gonna say that's probably like yeah. I mean,
We
minimum
are
wages is balanced to the cost of living, or is supposed to be.
yeah. Minimum wage in Boston is I think it's like 13. They just raised it I think to 13 or 14, and they're planning on raising it to 15. It's like it'll be 15
It,
in X amount of years, and it's currently raised to 13 and
yeah,
slowly climbing. Um,
it's hello moth.
hello, moth.
Um,
Hello.
uh, the oh, there's some weirdness happening in the pipes here. What is going on?
Oh, I gotta actually capture the
I
game.
like that. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh no, brain. Oh yeah, I'm making minimum wage here in Colorado, and it's like 12, like just over $12, which
Oh,
is
it's not bad. It's better
not
than
livable
Utah.
wages.
It's seven.
Well,
It's
yeah, I think
seven
the
in
cost of
Utah.
living is lower. Oh no, that's not livable. That's
No, no, it's
not a
not in
livable
Utah.
wage.
No, it's not in Utah. And Senator Mitt Romney is like, we should raise the minimum
Oh,
wage to $10, and there's uproar over it. People are like, how dare you raise the minimum wage? What do you mean people need food?
wow,
I hate. There's always this argument. And they're like, well, they shouldn't like
it's so
flipping
dumb.
flipping burgers is a job for like high schoolers, and I'm like, one, bold of you to support child labor in the 2020s. Just saying. Not it's not the 1920s anymore. You're about 100 years
Yeah,
behind on that one. Uh, two, I worked at Burger King. There were two high schoolers, and the rest of us were adults, half of which had college degrees and just couldn't find work. Like, they're
yeah.
not they're not high schoolers, and like that was like at a small town. Like that wasn't like big city. Like that was small farm town. I don't know.
I I still think that when it came to the amount I was paid versus the amount of work that I did, my first job working at Chipotle was the biggest discrepancy. I mean, like, I never want to work in the food industry again.
Oh,
It was a
100%.
nightmare.
Burger King was, and I'm going to say this because not to throw shade on any major massive corporations. The Burger King I worked at was just horrible. Top down, worst job I've ever had. I'm not saying all Burger Kings are that way. I know of another Burger King that was one town over that everyone liked working at because the management was good. But the one that I worked at was horrible.
That's the big thing, really, is having managers that actually are
But
happy doing what they're doing, you know?
that's also not me defending major corporations because they suck. That is just me acknowledging that there are people who enjoy working fast food, and that's fine. If moth swinging in with the heavy hitting things, I would say that that's why I got fired from Burger King. But no, it was because I had a beard, and I wasn't fired. I was told I needed to shave or quit, so I quit. It was the last straw. Like there's like much more to it than just that, but that was just like the last straw. Where I'm like, no, 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 we're done. Bye. And
That's just
I abandoned
still
Gray
baffles
there,
me.
and I still feel bad about abandoning Gray there because we worked at that place together. I got him a job there, and I feel like genuinely a little bit guilty about it. It was fun though
Well, I
when
just
we
spent a lot
both
of time
worked
setting
there
this up.
because we would like, I really like. This is gonna sound stupid. I like cleaning when it's not my stuff. Like
Oh my gosh, I'm the same way.
if you're
I
gonna pay
love to clean.
if you're gonna pay me to clean a place, like I'm totally good with that. Like my own place though, no, no, we're
Yeah.
barely functioning. But we had to clean like the outside of the building with pressure washers. And I just had like the best time with Gray cleaning the outside of this Burger King with
Yes.
pressure washers and like trying to get all the gum and everything off like with like high pressure water. It was just a fun time. And I was having such a fun time.
I'm
Management
so
told
glad
me that
there's
I was
somebody else
clearly
like me
not
out there.
working. I think it's actually probably much more common because I think it's like cleaning's like vaguely rewarding. It makes those little parts in your brain like where you because it's like usually a visible
It's
process.
like completionist thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see the progress. It's very instant rewarding of a task if you're cleaning.
Yeah.
And like cleaning
Come
your
here.
own stuff can feel overwhelming, but when someone's paying you to do it, then it's like, yes. Okay.
So this
So,
this is what we had, and I'm not gonna stick with this.
no,
But
because
you can
it's
see, I
upside
mean,
down.
if you come down here, you can drop down here and see kind of
Mhm.
how it works. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
I just had it run from, the pipette from the
I
whatever,
love
the
pipes.
bonsais, and then so what I'm thinking of doing instead
Okay.
is doing kind of like a tier system, break it up. So essentially do 3 sets too high because all of them are like 2 things, right? Each thing pumps out 2 specific items. So I was thinking is
We don't get
have
saplings, right? We just get.
so I throw all the saplings into here.
So we do get sap. What do we get from the bonsai?
It depends on the item. Most of them will just drop a resin and an acorn. A couple of them, like redstone and coal, will occasionally drop. Oh no, I guess redstone doesn't, but coal will rarely drop like bits of coal. You see coal pieces.
Or I think you get the string on
Yeah,
occasion too. Does it
yeah, and
drop?
string.
Does it drop leaves?
Yes, they always drop for leaves, and I was just gonna avoid them unless you wanted to use them for something.
I remember. I think there was a use for leaves, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
It's just you can use leaves like any type of leaf to do specific things, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can
So
make it with. You can
so
make.
there's craft.
Hmm, if there was a way to like
You can
automate the
make grass
crush.
blocks out of it.
If there was like a way to automate the
Yeah, I
crushing
think.
tub to have a water supply, that would maybe be worth it. But beyond it, the only
Wait,
thing that
what
I'm
does that make?
crushing tub makes water and sugarcane seeds potentially. but there's not a way to
Do you think
automate
that
the.
sugar that there's a way we could, or no, never mind, there's not a way to automate that.
No,
There may be a mechanical user or something like that.
but it's not the crusher. It is specifically the crushing tub, which there's not a way
Right.
to automate because you have
Not
to
easily.
you have to jump in it.
Oh, you're right, you do have to jump in it.
So
Hmm.
the only use that it has is as a fairly inefficient fuel.
Unless we wanna make grass blocks out of it. Each of them we could throw into a cauldron and then it turns into grass blocks. But you need to
Like,
put mud in it so it couldn't really be automated well.
yeah, I don't feel like there's enough to automate. Hello, Mayor. Enough to automate the grass blocks. I think
Meh.
I think our best bet would be we have basically two options. One is just void them because they don't really have a use. With the exception of is it cottonwood? Cottonwood can be dried to string, but it's also not an
Oh,
automationable.
and we're getting
Automatable.
yeah.
Oh, there's a
I like
there's a dehydrator block, so it might be. But sorry, go on.
does that oh, okay. Does is there a waste product for the dehydrator?
There is not, and the gang is all here. It's all my favorite people.
Oh, the
Okay,
best folks.
technically, I also really like my wife and Ben, and they're not here. But you people are here, and that's a good portion of all the people I like.
You people.
You people, you people, my favorite
Okay,
people.
okay, so let me get some blocks so I can demonstrate what I was planning.
Guys,
Uh,
gals, and non-binary pals. Anyway,
hey,
hey,
gimme,
there's a thing.
gimme, gimme. Okay. What I was thinking,
Okay.
and I've got the chunk thing open so I can know exactly where to place stuff. So what I was thinking essentially is like why did I do
Biddies.
that?
Sorry, Moth's distracting me by giving me biddies. Thank you for the biddies, Moth. Oh, there's a tower now.
Okay, so what I was thinking is
Yeah.
have different items layered like this, and we could do it kind of like in a semicircle or something,
Mm,
where like two like the bottom one could be these two, obviously. So it could be like the acorns and resin along the
mm.
bottom too high,
Okay.
and then above it we could do like ones that aren't as popularly used ones on the second tier, and then on the
Okay.
third tier we could do like the transformed items or whatever. Like
I like
and
this.
ultimately this would just be a visual thing. We wouldn't be pulling items from this because they would be auto crafting into things that we'd use that we
I
may store in a different place.
I do like this, and I do think the tiered system could look really good. So I do think that this is a great idea, and I say that you should go for it.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Now here's the next question is, do we just do one wall of it, or do we kind of cut into this to make it like go on three separate walls
So
or
my
two?
thought here's a thought, and this is probably going to be maybe more work than it's worth. If you wanted to, first off, so first off, I guess let me talk about other plans. I want to make a warehouse, kind of where we have this storage, which can be like a little bit more manual storage, not necessarily bulk storage, but items that are just kind of like whatever, because I just like the look of a warehouse. That's really what that's going to be.
What do we want to store stuff in?
I don't know, to be honest. Actually, we might completely ignore the warehouse idea. I just like building warehouses.
Well, here's the thing is when we figure out the like how or to do automated storage, we could
Hmm.
use a ton of these if you turn around.
Oh,
Like that would be a fun thing visually to have in like a storage area.
we could
You know, we can
certainly.
have like couple of them, and
Okay.
I think you can actually dye them too.
Oh, we can make like little freight crate. I'm not opposed to that. I
Cool.
was thinking,
Unfortunately, you can't pull items from them unless it's used like you have it like a store automated storage setup.
we should probably use those. If we're gonna use those, it probably would be best to do like for like very bulk storage. I think there's some kind of fun we could have with it.
Yeah,
I know that I was going to do foods in here, like farmed crops. Like that's
yeah.
why I built storage there. We can
And
kind of like,
you were planning on automating that in some way?
in some way. I don't know how yet. There's a lot of things. This has magic crops in it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Magic crops
It's
can
what is it?
magic crops can have like the storage system of their own.
What's it called? Magical agriculture, mystical agriculture.
Mystical agriculture. If that's the one that I'm thinking it is.
Yeah. So supposedly we could get started on that. The item that we need to start it should be a mob drop, and it's that shard at the top. Um, no, it's down near the bottom. It's like kind of a gray looking shard.
Prosperity shard,
That we need that to start the thing.
and we can make.
And I'm not,
So there's a prosperity sapling.
normally they're a mob drop.
We can. It. We might need
Yeah.
to. We might need to go through the trees to get this.
What's how do you get a pristine weather matter?
Like
Oh no.
it's like end game stuff.
Yeah.
It's possible. Oh, but for
Yeah,
one
maybe.
second, I gotta address. Thank you for the additional 3 biddies, so that you could have donated 1, 2, 3, 4 biddies total there, Moth. That is the perfect number. And also, Mayor 100% lost the star to Moth. Just wanted to address them. Anyway, sorry. Back.
The- oh my gosh, Moth has donated
Yes,
1, 2, 3, 4. That is insane.
$12.34 because biddies are great, and I love that they're just pennies,
Yeah.
and I
Was
really
that all
appreciate
from
it.
watching ads? Was that all from watching ads?
No,
That's insane.
that's just Moth being Moth and being super generous and giving biddies when they can. Which is why I think they are the only person who has the trans rights pod emote at the moment. Which is I think it's $10 worth of bits. It's the
Wow,
lowest bit tier. And I put it that way so that
I love that.
once someone's hit that bit donation, because those emotes are permanent. Like if like they're not like a subscription thing. Because you only have my access to my emotes when you're subscribed, and I wanted that to be something
Oh, so
like,
if you've donated $10, then you just have access to it,
yep,
and it doesn't go away.
whatever that emote is, they have access to. And technically, Moth paid for it before it was the trans rights pod. It was originally just my old little isopod dude, and then I was like, I needed to redesign that, and then I was redesigning it, and I realized, wait a minute, it's got the exact right number of segments for the trans flag, and it was like slightly inspired by Moth for being so generous in the donations, and I'm like, I wanted to play both homage to the trans community and a little bit to Moth, because Moth is by far my favorite trans person. Because I don't know a lot of them, but they are one of my favorite. Anyway, I wish I knew more, but
Me
I,
too.
yeah, like every
You may know some that just don't know. I
mhm.
mean,
I have there can be anyone from any group can be an a-hole. I have yet personally to meet a trans person I don't like. Like everyone that I've met has just genuinely been a top tier individual. And that goes for like a lot of the LGBT community, to be honest. But
I'm just sitting here thinking of how I can make this look good.
oh, that's what I was going to say. I got distracted. What about syncing this in and doing like a three-sided, it's like 1, 2, 3, but syncing it to the ground, like Colosseum Cathedral style.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you said that because that was my original idea. And then when I looked at how everything was set up here, I was like, that's going to be extra work, but that's okay. I mean, I have the floor set up already down there, so that would make things a lot easier. Oh,
Well,
it's random fact time.
it is random fact time, and I got to think of a good random fact. I came into with this a little bit less prepared on my random facts than normal, but what's a good random fact? What's a good random fact?
Hmm.
Hmm. See, we've done Cistercian. I'm like trying to think what's been on my mind recently. trying to think of like what's on my mind that I haven't done before that Moth wouldn't know. Because like I could talk about
The royal
the
family, oh
royal
my gosh,
family.
yeah.
There's a lot I could talk about the royal family because of recent events. But um, I try not to get political on stream, and the royal family's asking it for me because I have lots of opinions about the royal family.
I do have one statement before you get rolling with that.
Mm?
Should we do fully submerged so the top of it's at ground level, or have like kind of halfway in between so there's some sticking out and then there's some that's submerged?
Um, I would say flush to the ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Anyway, and I have I'm just gonna address this one real quick because I know I've had opinions. I know these opinions kind of been stated. I don't celebrate the death of anyone personally. I don't mourn the death of people who were not great people. And Prince Philip was, to be honest, a terrible human being. He said a lot of bad things. He said a lot of racist things. I'm American. I can say whatever I want about the royal family. So yeah, like I don't make a habit of celebrating the death of people, but I don't mourn his loss. And I in general, I don't like, how do I put this? I find that when famous people die and people are like, "Oh, this famous person died. I'm very deeply impacted." I understand losing someone famous that you appreciate, but I feel like the death of any one person is not a greater tragedy than anyone else. And I get a little bit like, I don't care for like the, oh, this random famous person died. I'm gonna mourn for it for a while because I'm like, that death's not more tragic than the homeless person who starved to death on the street, probably the exact same time that that famous person did. Like, it's a very common occurrence, and I don't care for, I don't know what the term would be,
Like
but
idolization of
idolization
someone.
of people. I don't like idolizing
Yeah,
people, because they're flawed. Like, you can say this person had good ideas. You can take those ideas, but idolizing any person I find is dangerous. Because if you idolize the person, you idolize everything about them, good and bad. Um, and that's something that needs to be addressed with like everyone. Like, there's not a famous person out there who doesn't have
have
like
yeah.
something. Like, even like Mahatma Gandhi. I'm a pacifist in opinions. I personally, Mahatma Gandhi led a lot of fantastic, fantastic ideas when it came to like how to peacefully cause revolution. Like, he's significant. You have to address that he's a significant reason for the fact of why India gained independence from England. Like, he did a lot of good things, but Mahatma Gandhi was kind of a terrible person. He was incredibly racist. He was did a bunch of things that were like, ooh, that's a bit way too creepy, old man Gandhi. Um, so it's like, and like I think most people like that. Like, Abraham Lincoln freed African Americans. He abolished slavery to an extent. I could get into the historical nuances, but he ultimately, yeah, he abolished slavery in the simplest terms. He also was incredibly racist and said a lot of things in regards to the way
Oh,
that
I'm
he
gonna
referred.
sweep you off your feet.
Oh,
Sorry.
thank you. Hi. But yeah, he said a lot of things that were just kind of like very much bad things, and also yeah, and like his Native American relations were horrid. It's just kind of like in general, I guess would be the best way to put it. It's just dangerous to idolize people.
Definitely.
That's that's what this whole entire rant would be. Um, but we can do random royal fact about the English royal family. An actual random fact that's not just my long tangent on this is that the royal family is German.
Yep.
They're not English. They're German. Like, just 100% full stop. Like, most European royal families are German. Like, like, let's be real. The Europeans, like, inbreeding was the game, so they're basically all German and all slightly related. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, this
I
particular,
mean, at least among royalty for sure.
yeah, the current royal family is the Windsor family. and
Yeah.
they are 100% German, which is why certain members of the
It even
royal
says that on
family,
the Wikipedia page.
yeah, certain members of the is not commonly addressed, but during World War II, this is like a history buff thing, or anyone who studied World War II either ignores this fact or is very well aware of this fact. Queen Elizabeth had brothers. Both of her older brothers had ties to the Nazi Party during World War II, which brings a whole lot of things about the royal family into context. They were German, both of her brothers very much were proud of that German heritage and that kind of thing. So, that's like a thing I don't think most people realize is the royal family is not English, they're German. Um, but yeah, there's been a lot of debates over, like, even to this day, there's certain groups who are, it's like less common now, but like if you ever hear about the Jacobite rebellion, it was people who wanted to put a different king on the throne, and there are people who still think that that is the rightful, like, king of England, and they've tracked down like who the descendant would be following like English customs, and it's just like some farmer in Australia. Like they're not a well-known person. It's just like some dude who like runs a farm out in Australia, who according to them would be the inheritor of the throne. Lineages in royal families gets confusing when it comes to like who inherits the throne, as it were. Um, Not much of a random fact, which is tangent. I need to come up with a better random fact. That's just like tangentially me rambling about my like interest in history and everything.
You could just change it to like fact tangent.
Fact tangent. But
A
what's
activate the fact tangent.
it's mostly just me biding time until I can actually think of a fact. Bum ba dum bum bum. Oh, I got one. Speaking of Native Americans, Indigenous Americans. Um, First off, this is a common thing I want to address. We're going to be talking a little bit about Columbus and some of the terminology and things of the time period because there's the story of Columbus that most of us are taught, which most people nowadays know is wrong. And then there's like the impersonate, like, and then there's like all of the theories on what he actually thought. I'm going to talk about what Columbus actually thought, not the what we're taught he thought or what most people assumed he thought. One, Columbus didn't discover America. One, you can't discover a place that already has people on it. You very clearly did not discover it at that point. And two, even from a European standpoint, Leif Erikson was the first European to actually set sail into America, and like that was back in the Vikings time, and they like sailed to Iceland and then Greenland and then into what we would call Canada, which they named Vinland or Vineland because it seemed to be a very good place to grow crops. And we actually know from their accounts, what little ones that we have, that it was a fairly populated area. And while we don't believe that there was like direct Viking and Native American like interaction in any regard, there was this like Vikings pulled up on the shore and like saw a whole bunch of people and were like, "All right, yeah, there's people here. Peace. We're not gonna be here. We're gonna go back to our other places because
Oh,
this is like one heck of a trip out here." But they did settle in Greenland and Iceland. So first
fall
off,
down, go
that
down.
wasn't the first European. Second off, he didn't believe the world was flat. I hate that people thought that he believed the world was flat. He believed the world was pear-shaped with a little nipple on top. I'm not making that up. That is what he believed. Um, which is somehow worse than the world being flat. Um, but yeah, so first off that. Second off, he tried to get many countries to like fund his expeditions because he's Italian. And it wasn't until the Spanish basically agreed to finally send him off that he went. And then there's a lot of thoughts, and this is kind of where the random fact actually gets to. Um, he was not trying to sell. Oh, hello! Hello, Raiders!
Hey!
Tife! Hello, Raiders! I'm right in the middle of a random fact, but He's throwing views at you? Good night. Good night, Tifa. Sounds like you're gonna go right off to bed. I do really appreciate the raid. And hello, raiders. My name is Tadafi. I'm a variety streamer. I am streaming some Minecraft today with my good friend Drew, hiding down there building things.
Hello.
Who is a streamer himself, but hasn't been streaming recently because of tech issues. But he is joining me today either way. Um, but yeah, we're just playing a little bit of Minecraft. This is modded Minecraft Skyfactory 4, and I was right in the middle of a random fact redeemed. And oh, thank you so much for the follow. I am terrible at pronouncing names. I'm going to say Yaosei or Sai. I honestly
Yeah, what's that?
Yes
Yeah, what's that?
Yaosai
Yo, yeah,
Yao
yeah.
Yaosai. I'm terrible at names. I really apologize. Um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was right in the middle of a random fact. We're talking about Christopher Columbus and how like some of the misconceptions. One, he didn't discover America. The first European to discover America was Leif Erikson, the Viking. That was the first part of it. The second part was he didn't believe the world was flat. He believed it was pear-shaped with a little nipple on top. And
What a
the
great place to come in.
right, we're coming right in with a random fact. And the last one is that there's this common misconception that he was trying to sell to China. He wasn't. He was trying to sell to what we now call I'm trying to think of the technical terms for it. I think it's Micronesia. I'm very bad with the name of this place. Like I know what it is. Oh, and J Racer rating. We're getting all the raids right in the middle of this fact. Hello,
Holy cow.
raiders. Hello, J Racer. Um, hello. Yeah, my name is Tadafi. I'm a variety streamer. I stream a little bit of everything, but today we're playing Minecraft with Elmer's Drew. Right in the middle of a random fact. We got two raids, so I'm gonna kind of finish out this one. And why do you think he thought it was with that? I've read that in several different studies that that was his thought. I don't know directly offhand why he thought that that was the case, but I have read that in several studies. I could find the article for it. I do know that he didn't think it was round, and I do know that's what I've seen as the most common citation for what his theory of the shape of it was rather than being flat, it was pear shaped with a little nubbins on top. Um,
Can you see if there's some ladder in one of the chests and throw me
yeah,
some?
I can throw you some ladder. Um, anyway, the second part of this is he wasn't trying to sell to. Most people think he was trying to sell to China. He wasn't. He was trying to sell to Micronesia. I think it's Micronesia, Indonesia might be what we call it. I don't know the term for it. It's those islands right above Australia, between Australia and like Southeast Asia. That area. That is where he was trying to see. At the time period, it was called the East Indies. So that's where he was trying to reach. And when he sailed, he arrived in kind of like the Caribbean area. Uh,
It's in the one that you just looked in. It's the
which
second
one?
one on the right.
Aha, I got
Second one up
lettuce.
on
Anyway,
the
um,
right.
but he was trying to sell to what was at the time referred to as the East Indies, which is why you've probably heard the phrase East Indie Trading Company if you ever watched Pirates of the Caribbean. And
Beautiful.
that is where the term that he called them was, which I am not going to use because that term is considered offensive by many in the indigenous American, Native American community. But that misnaming, it was not because he thought they were from India. It was because he thought they were from the East Indies, which are also islands and also a little bit not. They're nothing like nothing like the Caribbean. To be fair, to be frank, but in Columbus is just he was not an intelligent man. He was kind of a terrible person. Um, he was mostly sent because this is just when like Spain had the Buco bucks, so they're just like, yeah, sure, random person, you can go off and maybe just get out of our hair for a little bit at least. Um, but yeah, that's
Uh,
that's why he did coin that term, which again is it's a term that many in the community do find offensive, so we're not going to say it. But you know what I'm talking about. Well, I can say it. Calling Native Americans Indians is not okay. You can refer to people from India as Indian because that is the correct term for those people. That is the term that they prefer. But yeah,
I've just
Columbus
messed up all my
misnamed
stuff.
them because he thought he was in the East Indies, as it was called then. There is your random fact for the day. Is there? It was a very long one. That was a very long-winded one there, Moth. But there you go. We have Ram redeemed. Oh, also, before I forget, thank you so much for the biddies, Ram. Sorry for I got a little bit lost in all the chaos there. And we have another random fact coming in from Ram. But you're gonna have to give me a second to think of one. Oh, here is a random fact. I am going to now talk about the katana. And I
Oh,
have opinions on the katana, and we're going to talk about factual. You will often hear it misattributed that the katana is one of the greatest, most efficient swords ever made. Now, there's a couple things about the katana I want to address. The katana is a very genius way to forge steel from its area. The steel quality of a katana, which was some accounts would say accidental steel. It was the process of them forging iron that happened to make a fairly good quality steel, is um, quite revolutionary. It was quite a brilliant idea for the time. And what it does is the method of forging used to make the katana it gets the most imperfections out of low quality steel. The thing is about the katana is while that method is phenomenal at getting out imperfections in the iron, it is not better than the iron commonly found in Europe and used for European swords. The Europeans did not need to use as revolutionary of a method because they had a much better supply of iron, a much richer iron that required a lot less working with. So the katana is revolutionary in terms of using a lower quality material and turning it into a significantly higher quality product that is on par to more of what the Europeans very easily had. Ironworking in general has been around for a lot longer than people realize. Um, and there's kind of a couple different approaches to it in terms of forging versus casting. Iron is forged, meaning the metal cannot be melted down. You can cast iron, hence cast iron, but the melting points required to melt iron down to a liquid state to then pour into a cast is significantly higher and actually makes a much more brittle sword, which is why before iron you'd mostly use various alloys of bronze, which is a combination of copper and tin or maybe a couple other metals, because it's much lower melting point, very easy to cast with, but it's softer. This is going to be like a couple random fact little tangent here, because there's a couple things I love about this. But anyway, so that's kind of like the katana. That's where it comes from. Revolutionary using the product in the area, but it wasn't. It's a good sword that did a fantastic job, and credit where credit is due. But it is not a method that makes a sword that no other culture could compare to. A katana is just as good as a straight sword, or an estoc, or a scimitar, or a kukuri, or any other kind of blade from any other culture. Like a sword's a sword. Like different swords, swords of equal made quality are usually going to be comparable. They're all going to have strengths and weaknesses. Um, Cast iron fittings for pipe cracks a lot. That's why ductile iron fittings, even malleable iron fittings, are preferred by a lot of people. Yep. Cast iron is very rigid, which makes it brittle. It's very, very strong, but strength equals brittleness. You want it to be flexible, not just strong. So cast iron is very strong, but it's so strong it's brittle and doesn't necessarily get a lot of the imperfections out. So it works great for pots and pans and certain other things like decorations and fences and stuff. It works pretty good, but it is very brittle. Using it for fittings, using it for weapons, they would quickly crack and break. You want your sword to be able to bend with the blows, which is why you have hardened versus softened steel, and or what sometimes was called spring steel, kind of used in it. But kind of tangenting off of this even a little bit more, we're going to talk about Romans and bronze. Romans were meticulous about their uniform. Rome, for a good part of its history, it's a very long lived country. When you talk about Rome, you were talking about an empire that spanned Europe for a very, very long time, from early Rome up until the fall of the Byzantine Empire and Constantinople, which did consider itself the Roman Empire. We call it the Byzantine Empire. At the time, they called themselves the Eastern Roman Empire or the Roman Empire. We use the term Byzantine Empire after the fact to distinguish it from the Roman Empire, but they were a offshoot of the Roman Empire, and they consider themselves part of the Roman Empire. Um, the Roman army, and after we talk about the Roman army, was so obsessed with uniforms that they would polish the bronze of their, particularly their officers, would polish the bronze of their armor to a genuine mirror-like finish, to the point that multiple times there is accounts of people fighting the Romans and finding the Romans going to ambush them because bushes shouldn't sparkle. So like the Romans would be like trying to hide, and it's just like a beaming, shiny people bunch of all the bushes are sparkling and shiny, and like you can see the Romans like having shiny, sparkly armor is not stealth efficient. And you hear a lot about it with like the Roman was like a very functional, very organized militia, a very shiny armor versus like the Celts or the Visigoth or the Germanic tribes who were much more guerrilla warfare, hide in the bushes, strike them down types. Anyway, yeah, there's a little bit of effect. And what do you want to talk about in my opinion of the katana? My opinion of the katana is that it is a sword and it's a good sword, but it is not better than any other sword. And I would say that there were probably other swords that were better made. It's also tricky. It's very tricky to compare the sword of one culture to another because of materials. Does that make sense? It's kind of like an apples and oranges thing. And I hate the stereotype of people being like, "Oh, the katana is the best sword ever mentioned." We're gonna focus on facts. Oh, my personal opinions are that the katana it's an okay sword. It's not a great sword. Like there's basically swords that do everything the katana does better in some regard. Like
I mean, it's definitely
I
not a
would
great sword, that's for sure.
it's not a great sword. I would take I would take an arming sword over a katana every day if I was in a fight. Or preferably a long sword, which is like a sword or hand and
Well,
half sword if you prefer the name
yeah.
for that.
Katanas weren't designed for people our size, so
Do you mean like is that calling me fluffy or fat as you would? I'm trying to think what you mean by our
no, I
size.
wouldn't say that, no, I just think that, like I don't know, also, it's a lot more to do with technique of swordplay than just what the sword is made out of. I mean, the balancing and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there's always technique when it comes to using a sword. Like that's a whole thing in like any kind of martial arts. Which martial arts isn't just here's a pet peeve of mine. Martial arts does not apply only to like kung fu. This is a big pet peeve of mine. Martial
Oh, yeah.
arts is the study of any fighting technique. That's what
Yeah,
martial arts
it's the art
means.
of fighting.
When people say martial arts, sword fighting is a martial art. Boxing is a martial art. Wrestling is a martial art. It's a very, very broad term, and I get annoyed when people are like martial arts. But yeah, like HEMA, historical European martial arts, is the particular branch that goes into a lot of like European fighting styles. Um, but yeah, and like if you a well trained sword user is always going to be better, and they're very different weapons, and a lot of like there's like two parts of the sword community, as I'm going to call it, and two strong opinions about the katana. There's the part of the sword community that thinks it's like this god tier weapon that no one can do no wrong with. And let's be frank, they're usually. I watch anime. I watch anime. I enjoy anime. But yeah, it's that one. Or the
I
people
love
who
how
are
you
like,
just said that without saying it.
yeah. And then there's like the historical people who are like, no, no, it's just a sword. It's like any other sword. They're just what they are. Anyway, I get annoyed with people who think the katana was the best sword ever made because it's not. It's not a bad sword, but it's just a sword. There's my random little tangent about swords.
What do you think of Damascus?
Damascus steel, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I love how it looks. It's not
Yeah, I think it's really gorgeous.
it's an interesting forging method. Like to be honest, I think the forging method's fascinating. Yeah, it's a pointy, stabby, slashy. It doesn't guard your hands. It doesn't. That's why I'd go for an arming sword. Never underestimate a hand
Yeah.
guard. Never underestimate a shield, too. Like
I
if
don't
you
know,
can
I'd want a sword that I could one hand or two hand.
If I could take a sword or a shield, I would take a shield. Like if I had to choose between one or the other, I would take a shield.
Well, now we gotta see that playthrough of Dark Souls with you only using the shield.
Dark Souls shield only challenge.
Yeah,
Can I do damage? If I
I'd
can find,
watch it.
if there's a, I might. It'd be a very long playthrough.
You if you do, like, the roll spike build or whatever, I forgot what that's armor set's called.
Mhm,
I mean, you get that later on in the game, though, so that wouldn't work very well. But you could do damage with your fists and use a shield. I mean,
mhm. It's called a flat sword run. There's Ram coming in with the knowledge. Ram is a master Dark Souls player. I also thought you said you had to go. You're still here. I feel so
yeah.
honored that you're still here.
So what do you think? This is the beginnings,
Oh, I lost it.
I
Oh yeah,
suppose.
I really enjoy it. It's called a flat sword run, and you rage quit at the throne defender slash watcher. Yeah, I don't. I have patience, but I don't know if I have that much patience. I do really like it. I will say I'm trying to think what we should do like here
Right, I was
for like
thinking
sake of
about
my
that.
OCD. Like we could
Or I
probably
could
get away with
how
doing more.
or I could just cut it off here and drag it out. You know, I could just make this go straight up here and just have it connect. Just have the top of it meet here,
Hmm,
and then I don't know, that might look a little funky.
it could. Just for real is now going. Bye, Ram. Thank you for swinging by. Oh, Ram. Ram, wait. Before you go, are you still here for 1 second? I hope they're still here. I hope he's still here. I have a 1 second question for him. He's probably gone. I've probably scared him away.
Rip. Dang it.
Ram, I love you, Ram.
Now they'll never know.
I was just gonna ask, is Moth here at least? Are you still lurking, Moth? Because Moth will get this if Moth's here. Moth's still here. I wanted to ask Ram if he wanted to get back together for a dance reunion. Because we do need to finish out what we were doing there. Please. A DDR. No, dance. Dance with a distinct pause in the middle is an inside joke that happened when me and Ram were playing Dark Souls very late at night. There's a chicken in our house, by the way.
Bummer. Bummer.
Bummer. But yeah, it was our Dark Souls,
It's
and
now the chicken's house.
we need to finish out what we were doing next. At the chicken's house. We've been made homeless. There's two chickens in our
I
house.
think so.
There's only one solution to this.
Oh no.
Sorry, chicken. Don't fight it. Just accept. Accept it.
Uh-oh.
Accept. Okay. The chickens are fine.
Shh, shh.
Nothing happened to them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-oh.
Hey, hey, Elmers.
Huh.
I
What?
need you. I need you to hide these.
Oh, yep. Nobody will ever see those again.
Anyway, how did they even get in? That's actually the question I'm genuinely curious about. So I don't know if there's like a window that they can easily get through.
I don't know.
What was I gonna say though?
I don't know, but you should start working on a farm or something.
I wanted to finish actually furnishing the inside of this house,
Oh,
but I
do
probably
it.
should. I probably should start doing a farm. I mean, donuts are efficient, but we could probably go with a varied diet.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that would for sure help a ton. It would make it so we don't have to eat, like, 1,000 donuts to
Just a
get
thousand
fed.
donuts every time. Just all the donuts. Oh, do you still have forgot what I was gonna say. Do you still have ladders?
Ladders. I do.
Ladders, good sir. Would you mind
Aw.
sharing some ladders with me?
Boink.
Dankeschön. Dankeschön,
You're
meine
welcome.
Freunde.
You're welcome.
I I I welcome.
I do that at work all the time where, like, oh, what is it? Oh, like somebody will say something in another language, and then I'll respond with what I know the answer is, half in one language and half in the other. I don't know. I can't think of an
I
example right now in my brain.
I it's a bold choice, and I'm not mad at it.
What I was just saying?
Yeah, I'm not mad at friend. What would you say? It's really crude. You're
Oh,
welcome. I can actually
you're
teach you how to
welcome.
say you're welcome.
How do you say you're welcome?
It is bitte. Bitte. Bitte.
Bitte, yes, bitteschön. I
Not
should know
not
that.
bitteschön, just bitte.
No, I just know that I've heard that
Um
before. Bitteschön.
yeah, so it's German and Dankeschön. And I absolutely love this because German loves to make compound words. Like that's like its whole shtick.
I'm getting witched.
There's a witch.
Go and get out of here. Dead.
You want the mini ocean ID? Oh, the I need to actually get I need to play Genshin. I need to play more Genshin. I haven't had a chance to because I got busy and I got sick. Anyway,
Got sick.
Do I want to become famous?
Yes.
I want
If
to
he doesn't,
become
I do.
I want to become famous. I can buy followers. I want to become famous. Buy followers. It's just such a unique
Just the
like.
verbiage of that is.
Thank you, Moth.
It's
Thank you, Moth. um, if you do all the events, if you get it, it's a pet. Okay, so first up, you need to play Genshin because apparently they added a pet. Um,
oh, Mara already had one of the pets. It was like the little floaty thing that goes every time.
I want this. I want the pet.
Well,
Um,
I guess we're switching again. Okay, let's go.
don't tease Moth and Mare like that because they'd probably 100% be
Huh.
excited to see
Can
me
you
and
do
you
a party of
playing.
4? Because that would be sick.
You
We
can.
could
You
totally
can
do
do four.
that.
You can do
Of
party of
course, I'd
four.
be the lowest level, so you'd have to come to my world.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to doing Genshin sometime.
Yeah, we could do that.
Hmm.
I like doing it when I'm with both of them. So,
Yeah. Are you at the point that you can do co-op?
yes.
Oh, this is very tempting.
You mean like to just switch right now?
Just to switch right now is very tempting. But I want to play Minecraft and I want to play Genshin. You've created conflict within my internal.
No, no, I totally get that. I
My
totally
intern.
get it.
My brain is going like DSL loading error screening right now.
Where?
Yeah, this is what my
Yeah,
brain's doing.
yeah. Uh,
Mostly because I'm staring at this. Oh, there's a yawn. I know I had an idea last time, and I can't
what?
remember what this idea was.
Moth moth honked? Honked? Honked
Moth
my
honked.
brain. Just the idea of moth honking is so good in my brain.
The moth honks.
Honk.
Honk. Ooh, random chills. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, and I walked off the edge because in my random chills, my hand moved slightly over to the left.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, that happens to me all the time.
You feel like your laughs are like violent honks?
It's so
I've,
good.
as someone who's heard your laugh, I would say that it is not the most like violent honk. It is a
Yeah,
very
I
endearing
love
laugh. It's a very endearing laugh. I apparently have two laughs, and in one of them, I sound like I've just like found a way to overthrow the world.
I'm the same way, except for I have more than 2. I have so many laughs. Oh my gosh.
It's like the maniacal laugh.
Okay, what do you think of this? I
What am I
haven't I
thinking
haven't
of?
nailed it down completely.
Okay, 1 second. I think I decided what I was doing. Oh,
Oh.
apparently I got a crafting table in there for easy convenience. Okay. No. No, pig. This is my house. How
No.
much do we need this pig?
Not at all. Negative need.
I wasn't trying to punch it,
Do it.
but apparently I punched it. And now I feel bad. Um, I was just trying to break the ground out from it so it fell to its death, and I accidentally punched it. Now I feel bad.
Oh, how inhumane.
I like it. I like it.
Oh.
I did Xeon. Why did I do Xeon?
That Genshin's a game that definitely eludes me in a lot of ways. Like, I just there's a lot of things about it that I'm like, I just don't get it. I love the way it looks.
Hmm.
I think it's an absolutely gorgeous game. I love the world. There's a lot of ways that I love the way that it plays. It's just like gotcha games just have never been interesting to me.
Like I get that. I definitely get that. I really enjoy it. Um, the story intrigues me. For me, I don't care for gotcha games, but the story of it is good enough that it interests me.
Yeah.
Hiccups.
I mean, I'm definitely somebody that gotcha games are designed for because when I play a game, I just want everything. And so,
Hmm.
like, when I play games like
I just broke this furnace. I forgot that that was gonna break the furnace, and I got bored and hopped into it.
awesome.
I'll fix the smelter.
What do you mean you broke it? You mean you added blood to it?
No, I mean I died
Oh
and my
no.
tombstone's in it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's no big deal.
Yeah, it's fixed now. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. I have very poor impulse control, which is like kind of why I usually avoid gotcha games. But at the same time, poor impulse control is less of a problem when like I don't have money to spend on the game. Like, does that make sense? Because like the
Yeah.
temptation's still there, but I'm not gonna spend money I don't have. And like my wife's really
Unfortunately, I
good.
don't have that kind of self-control. That's my problem.
Yeah, my
I'll happily
wife.
spend money I don't have.
I don't. I don't. Okay, so maybe this is just
Or
like
I
a
guess
me
not
thing.
happily.
This is like maybe just like a me thing. People are like, I spend money I don't have. Like, I don't understand this concept because like I don't have. I don't know what witchcraft people are using to spend money they don't have. Like,
Oh, yeah, banks giving you money you don't have.
is this just like because I don't have like a like is this like a not having credit card credit score thing? Is like that what it
Yeah,
means? Like this is a genuine
I mean,
question.
that's definitely no, and I honestly, I don't have a credit card now for that very reason. I mean, I
Okay.
racked up a ton of debt in my early 20s, and so I don't have a credit card because I know that I can't I don't have the self-control for one.
Okay. I have one credit card, and I got it when I was moving to my first credit card ever, and I got it when I was moving to Massachusetts so that I would have income. Now the problem with this
Oh, yeah.
is or so I'd have like the safety net is what I was trying to say.
Right.
The problem with this is, and like people are like, oh, that's like so smart. No, because it turns out that not having credit is the same as like racking up your credit cards to credit companies. So it's like I have like this problem where it's like how old am I? I am an age year old
20.
and
Yeah.
I have no credit, so like I can't get anything from banks because they're like, well, you don't have sufficient credit
Yep.
history for this. And it's like, but how do
My
I do?
cousin my cousin's the same way. He didn't get a credit card. In fact, no, he still doesn't have a credit card. And he's 24 or something. And so every time he goes to a bank to ask to get a credit card, they're like, "Oh, you don't have any established credit." It's like, "Okay, so how do you establish credit?"
Magic.
Yep.
There's
You know.
the answer involves witchcraft, and I've yet to figure it out.
Yeah. You should just invest in Bitcoin and then there you go.
Okay. That might be a terrible spawn point, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how I feel about this. How's this look? I can maybe, like, make that into a thing. Yeah, that works. Kind of looks like this, and you climb up
Oh
here
my
on the
gosh.
little loft.
So a little while ago, one of the cats came into my room and jumped into I have a clothes basket on my floor in my room, and he jumped in, and every time he tried to jump out, he'd put his paws on the side and it tipped a little bit, and so he just stood in there for like 10 minutes thinking he was trapped, and then finally gave up and jumped on the side of it and flipped the whole thing and smashed his face against the side of my computer. I was like,
Kitties.
I'm so sorry. I was
That's
like, I really
cats,
wish I
though.
could have caught that on video. uh,
Oh,
but he's back in my room.
I just realized how I
You're
need to
good.
do this.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take a picture for all of you. You haven't slept in that bed yet. Yes. Yes, I finally got Noodle to get in the bed in my room. I have a kitty bed that I have in my room.
Oh,
Yes.
whoa! I need wool.
I got that freaking cat bed so that I could have cats on stream, and I have yet to stream with this cat bed.
I like cat pets. I like cats in streams.
You
I like
do.
kitties on the streams. I'm kind of excited. So the reason that I'm kind of excited to be okay, there's obviously many reasons why I'm excited to be back with my family again. Which, by the way, I fly out to Utah next Friday. Oh,
Awesome.
speaking of which, I won't be able to stream with you next Friday because I'll be on a plane.
That's all right. I will be super late. No, yeah, the next two Fridays, I'll probably be late. Although it may work out fine for our
mhm.
time. Actually, okay.
The
So
next,
the next two Fridays, right?
mhm.
It'll be the next two Fridays that you won't be available.
So this next Friday for sure won't be because I'll be on a plane. The Friday after, I probably won't be. I will be in a
Okay.
motel, and there's a chance I might stream while I'm in a motel.
So it'll probably be just better not to because I work that Saturday night until probably 11 my time, and then I'm going back in at like 6 o'clock the next morning because they're having a huge event that they asked me to. Well, I volunteered to go back in, but
Okay.
yeah, but
Well,
but yeah, then that'll be in 2 weeks. So, but if we have any time, I don't know if I don't know.
what
If we don't do it tonight, I definitely think it'd be fun at some point relatively soon if the
I
if the four of us got on
if
Genshin.
if everyone's free tonight, I would love to do Genshin with y'all at some point. Maybe take a break from Minecraft, do some Genshin for a bit, split the stream. I'm not opposed to doing that at all. If you're
Okay.
game for that,
Yeah.
um,
I might have to reinstall the game real quick, but it should take like 2 minutes
why don't
with
you
my
check
internet
to see?
speed.
Let me see if I need to update mine too. If both
Oh,
mare and moth are free, that is. Moth is free. It looks. I'm downloaded.
yep. It like
Okay.
looks like the whole family is good for it.
Okay. Ooh, it does not like having Genshin open. Rip frames. Oh boy. Do we happen to have any
Oh, I didn't even
dyes?
think about that. What are you looking for?
I need dyes. I gotta close it in the background. Okay. Hopefully that calms back down.
What flavor are you looking for?
Well, what colors do we have was my question. So we got some red.
Okay, so we got white and red, I think, and then blue.
We have blue. I needed red and
Yeah,
blue.
yeah, because you can use lapis. Yeah, so we got plenty of or 8 lapis, but we can make more. In fact, we have enough to make more. Um, do you have what you need?
I think so. I think I do. How do I dye carpets? Oh, oh, you tricky
Oh, you have
jerks.
to have.
You have to dye the wool.
Yeah, you have to what?
You have to dye the wool
So if
before you make the white the carpet.
the vanilla. Oh yeah. So you have to do wool first, and you can do one dye with 8 wool around it. Is the vanilla recipe?
There's a cauldron though. I can add it to water and that will make purple dye. Okay, I
That
can
is
do
one
that
way
way.
to do it.
Do we have a cauldron?
We do have a cauldron.
Perfect.
Where is our cauldron? Uh,
1 second.
I
My
know we have one
computer
floating
did
around here
not like
somewhere. Okay, we've
something.
got a cobblestone one. That probably would work.
Is Genshin still secretly running?
If you throw 3 more cobblestones. Oh yeah, you're lagging.
I think that, yep, that's what it was. Genshin doesn't like to close when we close it. What do I need?
Ah, yes.
I'm still a little bit laggy, but I think it's clearing up. So Genshin, not Genshin, Cauldron. What did you say I needed? I needed cobble for it. Didn't we have like a bucket for these?
There's a cauldron next to the infinite water source bucket.
Oh, yeah, it's got full. It's got water in it. Perfect.
You just need to throw 3. Yeah. You just got to throw some. You can pull the water out of that one, or you can throw some 3 cobblestone into the other
It's a very effective way to dye
one.
carpets, by the way. It's one purple dye turns a whole cauldron water into like 4 uses, if that makes sense. So using cauldrons to dye is very effective. Fun facts. Okay.
Oh wow,
No, that's a
still
thing.
going for me. Figured it'd be done by now. What's up? No.
I thought I could play carpets at the same level as the bed. Yeah, I know I'm lagging hard and I'm trying to figure out what. It's like stolen my processing power. It doesn't like what I did. Um,
Don't do it.
no.
Ah, freaking pig! Get out of my house. No. Oh my gosh.
task
Well,
manager this.
you're dead. Ooh, that was very nice. What? Oh, it's because it's a. Oh, that's real sad.
What happened? Was did I miss?
Trying to think of a solution for this. I think the only way I could think that you could place blocks at the same height as a bed is if you use snow.
Yeah, I know. I could have sworn I've seen people make beds using carpets before, like sheets, but
Yeah,
apparently I
I
was
I
wrong.
feel like you're right. No, there's got to be. Oh, my brain. Sorry. I definitely feel like I've seen something like that before.
Hmm.
Pardon the yawn.
And sorry, I'm just FYI for people who are like wondering what's going on. I'm just cleaning up some settings because I opened up one too many games and my computer kind of divided its focus just a little bit too much.
Sorry for for having you do that.
Oh, it's not your fault. Okay, this should be on. We're gonna unboost and reboost. It's not even that it broke it, it's that like it took the resources that were dedicated to Minecraft and then like
Which
reasonably gave Genshin what it needed. But because I'm running such a heavily modded Minecraft, it was too like it was uh
too much demand.
too much demand. But we kind of got my computer stabilized now. If there's one thing I know how to do, it's tech support. Boom, baby. Smooth as silk. So I know what I'm doing sometimes. Okay, how to fix this?
Ow.
So, ooh, that's an option. Does that work though?
Are you looking something up?
It doesn't
Hey.
work. Hmm. If I Google how to build a bed in Minecraft, I don't think I'm going to get the answer that I need. How to build bed in Minecraft.
Or you could look up how to build creative bed in Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm mostly just going to Google how to build a bed in Minecraft, see what it says.
Ooh, is that a hydrate I hear?
That was a hydrate. That wasn't a hydrate. That was redeemed. That was a free hydrate for y'all.
No, it wasn't.
No. Oh, you. I got to drink again.
No!
Too late. You redeemed. I drink. We can play this game if you want. I have the ability to turn off the hydrate button at any time. Keep that in mind. I can
Try-
become the Senate if need be. Okay. How to build fancy bed in Minecraft, maybe?
There you go. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, that's probably do something for you. Blink, 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 blink.
Okay. Oh, so they just like I see what they're doing. I see how they're doing this. And I don't. Hmm. What I thought people were doing is not what they were doing.
Oh,
That's what I've
rip,
learned.
ripperoni.
Which means, how do I want to do this?
How do you want to do this?
How do I want to do this? Huh. Apparently, by putting a wooden and walking off the edge again, because I shifted my hand. It's already 2 a.m. Hot dang. Today is going by quickly.
I'm
When
going
we
for a
started
hike tomorrow
stream.
morning.
Oh. I gotta replace the water heater. So, I think I've mentioned this. I'm moving soonish, obviously. And this has been mentioned for forever. I do have a place lined up now, though. But the place that I'm moving to is from my genuinely amazing boss.
Oh,
So this kind of it's like one of the places that they have. So I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. But the biggest thing was like, oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's like out. This is something that I'm going to address, and I think probably Moth understands this because Moth's in Oregon. I don't know what the other two of you have experience-wise, coast-wise. I'm getting raided by another raider. Hello, hostage. I'm gonna say it's hostage. The sausage with an H. Hello, my name is Tadafi. I'm a variety streamer. I try to stream every single day. I play a little bit of everything. Today we're playing a little bit of Minecraft with Drew, right over there.
hello.
Wave, Drew.
Um, wave.
Anyway, sausage with an H is correct. Hostage. Okay, yeah, we're just playing a little bit of Minecraft. Yeah, this is so the Sky Factory mod pack. We built a house, and I'm trying to figure out how to make the bed work. And Drew is building technical things that are actually useful.
I'm trying to at least.
Very, very nervous. That was a very nervous thing. I mean, you built the mob spawner, which both functions and looks good,
Yeah.
and you built our auto smelter, which does a lot of good. I just built a house, and like I'm kind of proud of the house. It's kind of a small house, and I do plan to like expand it, but and I'm kind of happy with how this turned out because this kind of looks nice. But then I don't know what to do here. I have no idea what to do here. Anyway, but hello. What game were you just playing? You were just playing Dark Souls.
Oh.
Oh, you are a person of culture. Dark Souls is one of my favorite games of all time. The first game I ever streamed, and one that I do regularly stream. Normally I stream it at least once a week, but it's ended up like unintentionally taking a couple weeks break from it, just due to real life schedules and streaming schedules getting swapped around and stuff. I'm in a bit of a transition period. First playthrough. Oh, the first time you play Dark Souls.
Uh,
Oh, I wish I could go back and play Dark Souls for the first time again. Have you
my
played any
my
of the
first
other
time with
ones?
me.
Oh, what was that?
Dang, I wish I could have watched. I bet that was a great stream.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah. What? So have you played like Dark Souls 2 or any of the other ones before? Or is like this your first time playing Dark Souls? Yeah, we are a huge Dark Souls fan. We're all Dark Souls fans here. I wish I have a statue of the firearm armor set from Dark Souls 2. Um, Oh, I need to get that. Except Mare. Mare can be an honorary Dark Souls fan. We can grant them that privilege. My intro into the Souls games was Bloodborne, and after that I played Dark Souls 3 on release. Hey, Arcweasel! We are indeed. Okay, Dark Souls 3 on release. But the first Dark Souls game I ever played was technically Dark Souls 1, but it was very, very like a very short thing, and I was like, this is okay. And then I played Dark Souls 2, got really into it, and went back and played Dark Souls 1, beat it, and I've played both of those. I've never played through 3 because my old computer couldn't run
Wow.
it. I do plan to play through 3 in streams. So I've played the crap out of Dark Souls 2.
That's the only one I played through. Or I guess Bloodborne.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Bloodborne's great. I consider Bloodborne a Souls game. I know there's sometimes
yeah.
debate around that. It's a Souls game. It's just more Victorian and Lovecrafty, and I love it for that.
Oh,
I don't
those are
know
fighting words
Bloodborne,
to somebody.
but I will be playing Bloodborne when I do eventually get it. You enjoyed 3, probably going to replay it for a stream after I play through 2. Absolutely. I highly recommend playing through all of them. They're 3 very distinct games that you really like. You can appreciate them as a series. I do recommend appreciating them as individual games, though. I think my personal favorite is Dark Souls 2, which most people like less in the Dark Souls community. It's their least favorite, but it's my personal favorite. A little bit because I started there, but it does play much different than 1 and 3. 1 and 3 almost feel like Dark Souls 1 and 2, and then Dark Souls 2 is like the spin-off game, is how someone put it
Yeah.
to me. But I
I
really
mean,
like Dark Souls.
development wise, it pretty much is
Yeah, pretty
because it
much.
was like a different team that made the second one, right?
I don't know if it was a different team.
I think
So
it was a different director. Like the main director wasn't working on that one.
yeah, I love Dark Souls 2. I have opinions into why people dislike it. And I think the reason why people dislike it is it doesn't play the same. Dark Souls 1 is very difficult to a lot of people. I'm going to get this is probably going to be the most controversial thing I've said on my stream, which could be saying something. I don't think Dark Souls 1 entirely is difficult because of good game design. I think Dark Souls 1 is difficult in some part because it wasn't quite polished properly all the way. It wasn't quite finished, and it wasn't quite didn't get that last little bit of quality of life that would have made it a better balanced game. I don't think it's well balanced. That is to not to say that it's a bad game. It is a perfectly fine game. I really enjoy it. I love the death of that game. It just wasn't as polished and balanced of a game compared to others. I think that's what makes it more difficult. It wasn't necessarily an intentional choice as much as it was an accidental, arguably poor by industry standards game design. That being said, Dark Souls 2 is the opposite, being that it is incredibly polished and incredibly refined, in my opinion, in a lot of ways that I think people don't. It doesn't feel like Dark Souls 1 because of that. And Dark Souls 2, generally speaking, most people say has better PvP, but they don't like anything else. I really enjoyed Dark Souls 2. I found it Scholars of the First Sin, I found easier than Dark Souls 1. I found it harder than Dark Souls 1 originally. When they did Scholars of the First Sin, I feel like they toned it down. I've heard that they made it more difficult, but I feel like they toned it down. Um, but yeah, I really enjoy Dark Souls 2 still. I think it's my favorite. I like the story. I think a lot of people too. Dark Souls 1 has a really good story, and people wanted more of that. Dark Souls 3 directly continues that story with a lot of the same characters, a lot of the same references. Dark Souls 2 does not. It is a sequel. And Dark Souls 2, everything in Dark Souls 2 ties back to Dark Souls 1. The Rotten is Gravelord Nito. The Last Sinner is the Witches of Izalith. Like, there's direct parallels, and you can line them up one to one, looking to see all of the parallels. And it was done by design. It was really, really well designed. But I think it was so well designed, people don't realize they're connected. Like they play through all of Dark Souls 2 and don't realize that it is literally just a reincarnation of Dark Souls 1, and every character in Dark Souls 1 they tie over. And I feel like people
There's like theories about that being intentional and like
oh, I
there's
100% think it was intentional.
yeah.
I think they intentionally designed it to be um what's the word for it? It's like it's alluded to, but not. like set in stone. But yeah, that's my opinion. And I will say, like, when I'm talking about Dark Souls 2 being my favorite, it's genuinely my favorite. I do think it's better than Dark Souls 1, in my opinion, with my tastes. They
I
are all really, really good games, and I think it's completely fair to like any of them more than the other ones, according to personal taste. There's nothing
I
irredeemable about them.
I
Sorry.
want to like the second game, like, and I need to try it again. It was the first one that I purchased, and part of the reason why I didn't play it for a long time. The one of the things I noticed in that game, and then I also notice it in Sekiro, which are the two things that make it nearly unplayable for me, is both of them rely a lot more on you having better reaction time
Yes.
than one or three, at
Yes.
least in the footage that I've seen. And part of that's because, at least design wise, because like the way that the telegraphing for the enemies is like in the third game, if an enemy is going to attack you, you can know where they're going to attack before they attack. In the second game, they
Hmm.
could attack you
Hmm.
like where you're going to be instead of where you were. And like sometimes the animations are weird because of that,
Hmm.
because like it'll show an enemy swiping towards you, but then their whole body just turns on a dime, and then has now swung down on you when that's
Yeah.
not how they telegraph.
I think I would agree. Dark Souls 2 is much harder to read a lot of the enemies on. That's kind of part of the thing that I enjoy about it. It is more timing heavy. It is a little bit more balance focused. The thing about Dark Souls 2 in that regard though, at least for me personally, is it does feel designed that way. Like it's a timing thing that you can get used to. Like I don't personally ever feel cheated. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because it's like it was telegraphed. I misread it. It was smarter than me. You got to get really good at your timing, but it's consistent in my opinion. Whereas sometimes with Dark Souls 1, I feel like while everything is very well telegraphed, it can get a little bit cheaty sometimes. Where it's like that really shouldn't have hit, and it did, or kind of I feel like a little bit more cheated sometimes, a little bit more with Dark Souls 1. But again, it's very rare for any of them.
or yeah, I guess that
We're
wouldn't
not
change anything.
we're not talking about like a broken buggy game. Anyway, going to head into lurk mode while I get up and stretching to grab some snacks to the Minecraft. Of course, of course. We might be switching to Genshin soon, but of
Dang
course.
it! I was gonna say it'll be a nice surprise if they come back and we're playing Genshin.
Oh, well, it gives us like a little bit of a heads up because people joined for the Minecraft. I assume they rated for the Minecraft.
No, they
Also,
rated because you're awesome.
I don't know. Well, okay, I don't recognize Hostage's name, which makes me feel really bad if like they're part of like like the greater Luna community and I don't recognize it. Um, and they're gone. They're not there right now, so I can't ask right now. Um, I'm always curious how people find the stream. Ah, Skyfactory, the one game that makes friends play like it's FFA. Um, what's FFA in this context? My mind says like Frequent Flyers Association, which I'm entirely sure is not at all correct. I don't even know if that's a thing. But that's like where my mind says looked at it and it's like Frequent Flyers Association.
Free for all.
Free for all. Oh. Um. Oh, I found you a while back for a random raid I did. I don't remember what game we were both playing at the same time. I think it was Hades. Oh, oh! I think you're right. That's actually triggering a memory. But we're both LGBTQIA. Oh, that can also be a thing. That does. I've had a couple people jump in. I also had someone jump in once on one of my streams who was like, "What's this tag mean?" And that was a fun explanation. Like it was a genuine, honest. They hadn't heard the term before, and I'm like, "Oh, I appreciate I appreciate a genuine question like that." Bum, bum, bum. That's the only tag that I manually put on my streams.
Same.
Mhm. I don't need any of the others. It's like whatever tags it throws on for the game, that's fine with me. I was having a convert. This is random, but we're gonna like random 360 along the million miles per hour that my brain's running right now. Crusader Kings 3. Y'all been seeing me play this with Ben a little bit on Thursdays. I can't be convinced otherwise that Crusaders Kings 3 is just a dating sim with extra gameplay mechanics. In my mind,
Oh man.
that is what it is now. And it really is. It's just a dating sim with extra gameplay mechanics. That's what it is. Yeah, it's the truth. like every person I know that I play that games with is like yeah, it's a dating sim. You want to raise, you want to have like it's like The Sims. Like I hear people talking about Crusader Kings and they talk about it like they talk more about The Sims than they do like when I talk to people who play like Civ. Because in like Civilization, you're like, man, I had this great empire and a super strong army and go us. And then Crusader Kings 3, they're like, I had a family and I married this like really lovely Austrian gentleman and we had a bunch of kids together. And then my next kid had a secret lover because of the and I'm like, this is just a dating sim. Like especially the moment that the LGBTQIA community got a hold of it, like 100%. Like the moment that community got a hold of it, our community got a hold of it, like that's what they ran with, and I really appreciate it because grand strategy games can have like a slightly toxic community at times, and just like they just ran with that, like with like every person, every LGBTQIA person that I've met who's played Crusader Kings has been like basically just plays like a dating sim, and I super appreciate it because it's kind of what it is. It's how I've always played them. It's like a life.
I've
It's
ne-
a life game.
I've never played a dating simulator game before.
Oh, oh yeah, and the I can't say that name, so we're going to quote the ever wonderful Secret Sleepover Society. Toxic community stares at dang it, Grandpa. Yeah,
Hey,
that's a community. What did Drew say? Did you? I my mind I spaced something. I was reading and I knew you were talking.
I don't remember what I said either. Oh, that I've never played a dating sim game. Yeah, I've
Oh, Mutt doesn't believe that.
yeah, I honestly haven't.
I have played a genuine dating sim on stream with my wife, and it was Colonel Sanders finger licking good, whatever it's called. Oh, and Mayor has a suggestion for when you stream again.
I mean, I'd love to play the Dream Daddy game.
I've actually thought about playing that one too. The thing is, I don't enjoy a lot of dating sim games. Like it's just not a game type that I enjoy playing.
Mayor,
As
what game? Oh, I just watched just a little bit of it. I don't know a whole lot about it. I saw the Game Grumps playing it, and so yeah, I could do that.
oh, you don't know anything about the community, but based off what I know about Dinger, but Wolf, you can imagine. Yeah, it is an interesting game. There are certain mechanics about it that I'm like, that's a really clever game mechanic. I watched Secret Sleepover Society's playthrough of it, and oh, are you still there, Drew?
I'm here.
Okay, I had a massive lag spike, and I wasn't sure if I'd lost it. Speaking of which, apparently the place that our Minecraft server is hosted may or may not be on fire, so we might run into technical difficulties at any time. Um, but beyond that, what was I saying? Oh, Secret Sleeper Society's playthrough of it was probably about the best that someone could handle it. But I think that they even stopped playing. I haven't seen them streaming it for a while, and kind of very understandably so. There's a lot in that game that's just not really redeemable.
Oh man, I don't know anything about that game.
Oh boy, it's the high school murder one. I don't know if you watch Secret Sleepover Society. I liked it. Like character design wise, how do I put it? Character design wise, gameplay wise, it's a lot of mechanics, and I really like it as a concept. And I've heard later games have done better. I personally really, how do I put it? It comes from an era of very poor understanding of a lot of things. Um, but yeah, Did the last game like try to correct things and piss off the fandom? Because I really hope it did. Like tried to be a little bit more sensitive, and that's what pissed off the fandom because it'd serve them right if that's what happened. Um, like watching Drew sort things.
I know I like was gonna just leave it, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
I think they did that very well. I might need to watch it. There's a lot of concepts. So I like a good. I'm going to use the phrase like slash 'em up, murder mystery, murder horror thriller game and video movies. I really enjoy this, and that's what Danganronpa is. And if you're gonna watch it at the value of being a thriller movie,
I didn't even know that's what it was.
uh,
I literally know nothing about that game.
it's a horror thriller game. I would call it. It's not really horror, but like thriller, suspense, mystery type thing, detective game. Um, but yeah, okay, that's a little bit more doing. I had heard that it kind of pulls itself around. I don't know. I've only watched the first one, and there were a lot of things about that I was just like, eh. I think we've talked about this a little bit on stream, and just kind of to mention it. I have a very, very minor case of schizophrenia. And we're going to talk about this because I actually don't hallucinate. I have a lot of what are called negative symptoms, and I get some night terrors and a couple adjacent things. The only reason why it's diagnosed the way that it is because schizophrenia runs in my family. So the assumption is the reason I have these similar symptoms is probably because I have a I'm going to use the phrase, I don't know of a good word for it, but because of this, like I'm very hype. I'm not going to use the phrase hypersensitive because I think it's legit. This seems to be. I really hate portrayals of schizophrenia in media,
Yeah,
and particularly DID in media because they're very poorly done, and I'm very sensitive to them. And I really struggled with Danganronpa when they brought in. I forgot the name of her because just like that concept, it just I have I know people in my family, and I've known other people who I've talked to, and like it's just a they're very misunderstood conditions. Like, and just the assumption that everyone is who has them is dangerous, and games like that don't handle it well. I think we've mentioned this before. Like, I went to donate plasma once, and I like without thinking, like on the medical form, marked that I had it because it was on the medical form. I'm just because like just going through and just like marked it because I'm like I don't know why you'd need to know this. Maybe like there's something that they need it for. I just marked it and filled it out, and then had to spend like 30 to 45 minutes in a back room with a doctor, like security guy, basically quizzing me, like interrogationally wise, basically to make sure I wasn't gonna have a mental breakdown if they tried to draw my blood and try to kill everyone there. And I was like, no, I just have night terrors and a general sense of apathy and a hard time like being motivated to do anything, and like negative symptoms and like stuff like that. The way that my the best way to describe my symptoms in terms of like there's positive and negative, and like I could go on a whole entire tangent about this, but the way to describe it is my positive symptoms, which would be like arguably where you would hear hallucinations, paranoia, the more active ones. As far as that's concerned, I have like technically night terrors that might be part of it, but the way my doctor put it in the like simplest terms to explain it is I have the symptoms that someone with PTSD would usually have in regards to sleeping without any reason to have PTSD. Like I don't have a traumatic past. I have a very soft, cushy past. But I just have a lot of the symptoms that are commonly associated with PTSD. To the point that my doctor like sat me down and was like, "Look, if you're hiding things, like it's okay to talk to this," which I really appreciate that they did that. But I was like, no. Like I have like basic vanilla family. Like there's like zero issues in my past that are like traumatizing beyond like first world problems. Like I know my privilege and knew I had a very good life in terms of that regard. But um yeah, that's kind of that's a little bit about me. Why did I get on this random tangent? Oh, yep, Danganronpa. That's where I got this random tangent from.
huh?
Makes sense. Yep. That adds up. Um, the characters that I'm talking about, I don't know their names. I know that they called the girls, one of the girls, what would be called an alter genocide Jill. That's the character that really gets to me. Um, in terms of like why I have a very hard time watching and playing them. It's just because that character's portrayal just makes me. It's just a stereotype I hate. Toku Fukawa. I'm terrible at pronouncing anything Japanese, Chinese, Korean, etc. like anything that's not like English, German, I butcher, and I'm just you've been warned now. Like sometimes I can get Celtic names, but Toko? Ah, okay. You dyed it.
Hey.
Woo! There's some random chili
That's gonna
down.
take forever with the way this thing works.
You have to like click and hold.
You gotta shift right click, and then you gotta click you have to save a color palette, and then luckily you can save a color palette. It's actually like red, blue, green sliders that you pick a color.
Oh, okay.
Here, you can shift right click with that on one of the things
Oh.
on a crate.
Oh, and it's got a palette saved.
Yeah.
So if I don't think it's saved by palette, here, you can have it back. Chihiro? Yes, it's. She is trans, and we use her pronouns here. I know some people in the community don't, and I know the game doesn't. That was another thing that annoyed me. I will say that credit to Secret Sleepover Society and how they played that game. That game made me significantly more aware of the trans community and the problems that they face. So shout out to them. Cause like I didn't have like before I grew up. I'll be honest. I grew up in Utah, where like Utah does not have a lot of open LGBT people, particularly trans people. Um, particularly me who grew up in like rural small town Utah. And so like I knew a couple growing up, but they weren't direct friends, and we didn't talk to them a lot. Like one of them who will remain unnamed, I recently reached out to because I kind of hope that they're okay. I haven't heard back from them, but they were kind of in a situation where like they came out as trans, but within I'm going to use the phrase of societally acceptable standards. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. So it was like it's the whole entire I'm trans but not a big deal, and I'm going to come up like I'm going to use qualifiers to avoid, having the whole entire mob after me because Utah's a bit of an interesting place. Which I hope that they're okay, but they seem to be doing really well when I last spoke to them. They got some really good supportive friends around them. But I just know the community as a whole can be like any kind of small like anywhere you go really. Like we talk about these issues like they're just like southern states and the deep red states, but it can be anywhere. Like let's be real. Like I know and probably I hear a lot of things with Oregon, and people are like, Oregon's like this perfect little place, has no problems. And then like, I talk to people who are in Oregon, and they're like, oh no, we got problems. Anyway, this has been more like I'm a little bit rambly today. We keep ending
That's
up
all
on all the
right.
topics.
I literally fell asleep like an hour and a half ago, and I'm still going somehow.
Yeah, Oregon was built. Yeah, Oregon 100% was. People don't like know this about Oregon. Oregon until when was it? Like you'd be surprised. Like Oregon, like around the time of the Civil War, very much. Um, like Oregon for a long time, like you were not allowed to move to the state of Oregon if you were African American or Catholic. And like they were like there was like a genuine bar where it was illegal for you to live in the state when it was first settled. Like it was very much built on those kind of concepts. There's like Confederate monuments in Oregon. And like I don't know if it sided with the Confederacy openly, historically speaking. I don't study the Civil War a lot. Um but yeah, like it's not like this super hipster progressive area. Like it's got issues in its past it needs to deal with. And it does have some downtowns. There's also some downtowns in Utah. More for like the LGBT than anything. But you've seen Georgia on Reddit about them denying LGBTQ patients? Probably. The coast is dangerous. Anywhere in America is, like, to be honest. Like, Utah's a great example because, like, I grew up in Utah and, like, people would always be like, no, it's fine here. Like, there's no problems here. Utah's got many problems. But, like, Utah has one of, like, the highest per capita. Like, the discrepancy between violence between African Americans and white people is, I think, the highest in Utah out of any other state. Like it's like the police in Utah are really really bad with the statistic, and I was like looking it up, and I was like, oh, but what makes it like even worse is that Utah's like 98% white. Like, if you've ever been to Utah, okay, that's actually a big discredit to the wonderful Latino community that lives there, and I should clarify that. There's not like dark skinned, and I hate the phrasing of that. I don't know if a better way to put it. Like person of color in Utah means Latino. There's not a lot of African Americans. There's not a lot.
That's how it is in
They
Colorado too.
exist. They exist. They definitely exist there, but we're talking like I went to a school of probably like 2,000 people in my high school, and out of the 2,000 people in my high school, four of them were African American. That was the high school I went to. Maybe five out of like the 2,000 people that they're there. That might okay, I might be over exaggerating, but like less than 100 out of 2,000. Like it's just that was just not a thing. I could probably pull up it, but I grew up like in small town Utah too, and it was just like that was everyone. It's just not a diverse area, to put it simply. Like if you get up to Salt Lake, it's better. Like, the Salt Lake area is much better, but like I grew up in rural. I'll say this much: rural Utah County, which is like the southern end of like the city area. But like you go into like southern Utah, in like the deserts and the farm towns, and that place, it's the kind of place that really wishes that they could have sided with the Confederacy. We'll put it that way. It's very like ooh. As someone who's a PSN regular, I used to use the N word. I'm used to the N word being thrown around as an insult, even if I just get a kill on PvP mode or pull some harmless prank. Yeah, that's why I usually don't deal with public people. I tr- I try to make it. I try to make a habit. If you're going, if I'm playing a game like that and someone's going to use it, I'm going to try to educate because I like to assume that it comes from a place of ignorance first, especially when dealing with 14-year-olds because that's usually who that they are. Um, I like to assume that you're just being a moron because you don't know better. But then at the same time, there's some people who just they really like take the moron up to a 10, and I don't have the energy to try to help that.
How you feeling?
Oh, it makes me. I'm like a little yawny, but I'm good.
Well, I can stop at any point.
No, we're good. I'm just a little yawny. In the PSN case, besides my fire team clan, it's just them throwing it around as a derogatory term. No, I don't like that. That is a word. How do I put it? This is my stance on it, and I'm not gonna say my opinion because this is pretty well backed up in my stance here. That is a word. If you are African American, it is not for me to say whether you can use that word for reclamation purposes. If you are not African American, don't. There's I know that there's a debate within the African American community on whether or not they should use that word, and that's for them to decide if they can use that word in like songs and poetry and stuff. But if you aren't African American, the answer is just don't. Full stop. And that is something that will
Just don't do
never,
it.
yeah, just don't do it. And it's something that will never be used on my channel. I've kind of have this stance too. If someone uses a slur on my channel intentionally and with the knowledge that it's a slur, that's usually going to be an instant ban without questions. If it's like they use a word that they don't, and the reason I mentioned that specific situation, I've known people who use a word that they don't realize it's a slur because they haven't been taught yet. And benefit of the doubt, I will educate you the first time. Especially because thanks to anime, there's certain words that are used to define genres that are, well, slurs. And people don't know that because they haven't met anyone in the community that it's a slur to. Particularly with trans and LGBT people. Um, but yeah. Oh. This is actually looking really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Yeah. If it's not slurs being thrown around, then it's suggesting self-destruction of other people. That's a common occurrence. And oh boy. I really, first off, thank you for wording that the way you did, Woomy. That's a very appreciated way to. I know what you're talking about, and I really appreciate that you worded it that way. It was a very um, content warning friendly way to word it. So just a little bit of an appreciation your way. Um, I just don't know why. I'm just saying this is a very conscious way to word it. Um, but yeah, people are a treat. I play World of Warcraft. I know. Drew plays World of Warcraft.
Yep.
I usually don't open public chat.
I automatically unconnect from it when I make an
Yep.
account. You know, like I always turn off all the public chats when I first log in or make a new character.
It's like always that chance. It's like I really need to do this thing. Really need help. No one I know is online. Let's brave the public chat.
Well, they
It's a
have
moment to
communities
feel.
now that you can
Yes.
reference that are much better to use than that. So yeah, I remember back in like 2008, you'd like you didn't want to stand in a city and have trade chat open because it was just so vulgar and horrible. But then if you went to like the Barrens, then you got like the best jokes. Like you could
Hmm.
learn some of the best jokes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, the Barons chat was fun. I didn't
I
really
I
get
never had problems with Baron's chat personally, at least on my
That's
server.
it's really good. We're gonna get a little deep here. Um, check on your friends sometimes. This is kind of with Woomy what he's going. Check on your friends sometimes. Make sure that they're okay. And the reason why I mention this is I have personally only lost one person close to me to we're going to again to self-destruction, as Wumi put it. Okay, I don't like the word personally, but there are many times where if you have a feeling that someone's having a bad day, like just reaching out to them and saying, "Hey, how are you doing? Hey," just being an ear to listen, and to listen is the most important thing. You can do a lot of good for people that way, and there's a lot of good to be done that way. Just being there to listen.
I'll say the community that we've got here is excellent for that. You know, in times that I've been in a rough place, we've got some really awesome supportive people here.
Yeah, and this is a general thing that I do stand by. If you're ever having a bad day and you need someone to listen to, please don't hesitate to DM me. I will respond when I can. I might be working. I can't promise it's going to be an instant response, but please DM me. I will respond when I can. If you just need someone to talk to. I have venting spots in my chat. There's a love and support spot in my Discord. You're more than welcome to use that just to kind of have people to talk to. And I try to act quickly to keep the community good. Currently my best friend in our fire team. I've helped them through many cases where they've reached such a low. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Wumi. I'm glad that there's some people out there doing good. Let's move on to some maybe a little bit more light-hearted topics. You've been on this one for a little bit, and it's a good topic to talk about. Mental health is important, but not to dwell on something that like a very important problem. But let's move on to something a little bit more lighter. What is your Genshin sitting at, Drew?
Oh, I don't have an idea. I'd have to log on. Where's that? It finished a long time ago.
Oh, it finished a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do switching for some Genshin. I could do playing this a little bit longer. Do we still have Moth and Mare with us? Mare's
Yes.
here. Okay. And Moth's here. Perfect. Okay.
Okay, let me just I'm almost finished with what I was working on.
I'm going to swap mine to get ready to do some Genshin.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, perfect time to stretch. Oh,
Guess I'm gonna use that too. Excuse the
good little
stretch.
stretch. Always can use a good little stretch. Mhm. Oh, I'm gone for 5 minutes and I have like 20 new messages. It's Mare and Moth talking Genshin. That's what these are.
Of course.
Shout out for shout out from yeah, absolutely shout out Mare. All of the shout outs for Mare.
Yes.
Yes. One of us. Anyway.
One of us. Oh man, I got some weird, awful pain in my shoulder.
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I need to minimize that. I'm firing up Genshin now. So, Mare and Moth, You are both welcome. If you would like to join me and Drew in the Discord chat, do not feel any pressure or obligation to do so. I just want to make that clear. You are welcome to join us. Don't feel obligated to, because I am live streaming, and I know not everyone wants to have their voice in a live stream all the time. So I'm happy to play with you, whether you join the Discord or not. I always like whenever I invite someone to something, I like worry because like I don't want it to. It's because it's a secret. I'll explain that in a second. It's kind of like a secret
It's a
voice
secret.
chat.
Super
Um,
secret.
if you join the just chatting, I can move you into it. I have it set so that not just anyone can randomly join.
Yeah.
Um, just I don't need someone like drive by causing chaos in my stream if I had it to be open. So,
Things are about to get spicy.
things are about to get spicy. Game capture. Let's get this switched to Genshin. Okay. And I need to switch my game to Genshin. Game. Genshin Impact. Is it title?
Oh,
And do all caps. Genshin Impact with friends. Because I can't come up with a better title right now. I don't know why it's all caps, but it's all caps. Why? Oh, wrong chat. Okay. Move to. Hello, Mayor.
Oh, hi.
oh, howdy doody.
How did you?
Oh
Hello.
gosh.
Can you hear me
So
okay?
weird. Yes, I can hear both of you okay. I
Yay!
did not turn the stream off, so there was like a lag and then I can actually hear myself. Oof.
I get that.
I need to boost up Genshin's priority in my processing list because it is a little bit like you have too much things running. And I'm like, thank you, Genshin. There's not, but thank you.
Gosh. I want to turn on my space heater, but then I'll probably lose power.
Don't
I'm
do
so
it.
cold.
We need to get you an extension cord. Okay.
Ooh, Daffy streaming.
Set priority. Who is this Daffy? I don't think I've heard of him.
Wait. The stream froze for me.
I shouldn't be
Restarting the
frozen.
browser.
I think I'm showing still live on
I
my
think
end,
I
but I
think
could
my
be wrong.
yeah, I think my browser just froze. Oh, yep, my browser isn't reloading.
Okay. Oh yeah, there is a Discord command. I do have one of those. I have Discord commands for a couple of the things I'm on. Like I also have a Twitter, which I don't tweet anything on. It just got an automatic message when I go live. And I also try to upload my VODs to YouTube. But we got a Woomy who joined us. You don't remember? Again, you're good. You don't have to. You don't have to join us in Discord. It is just an open invite. I'm always worried when like I invite people to things like that because like I don't want them to feel obligated to join. It's just like an open invite. Like there's not meant to be any pressure. You're in. Hello, Moth. Can you
Oh,
hear us? They might be able to hear us, but you said you love joining voice chats. Defense.
Oh, hello.
There's a moth.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes,
yay!
I am here. I
The
have
gang's all
arrived.
here. Now it's a party. You
This
love
is
doing voice
like the
chat.
most amount of friends I've had in one chat for a while.
Hey, we had
Man.
anime. We had anime time together.
Yeah,
that's
we had a
true.
brief time.
Last time we did Jackbox.
Oh, we did
We
Jackbox.
also
My
did
brain.
Jackbox.
I totally forgot about Jackbox. Yes, we need to do that again.
We've
I still want to do a Jackbox stream that again would have to be family friendly, but I still really want to do that
oh,
on a
of
stream.
course.
Yeah. We might even eventually do like a Daffy After Dark that doesn't have to be on a Jackbox one. But yeah. Oh, this is going to be kind of like I got all of you here, like generally into the stream. I don't know a lot of details on this, but it does sound like the Tife Tuesdays are going to not be a thing anymore. The co-ops that I do then.
Oh,
I don't know a lot of details on it, but I think a couple people have had to pull out, so it's
Oh,
kind
we're
of
not
just
friends.
like we aren't. I actually knew that when we were starting. I'm like, bah, I'll figure that out later. Oh, thank you so much for the follow.
wait, how
Pause
come
pixels.
that's not happening?
So a couple people have had to pull out, and it's just like without everyone there, it's just not worth having the co-op continue to go. So we're just like, we'll figure it out. Oh yeah, American join. But yeah, it's not like for any like bad secret drama or anything. It's just
Yeah.
people had life coming up.
What's your world level?
I don't know. But both Moth and
A
Sleepy
22. I hit his world levels.
we might need to join Drew's world.
22.
Okay. Friend request.
Yeah, the adventure rank is
Oh,
22. I'm
yeah,
not sure
they're
about the
top
world
one there.
level.
Yep. Ah, yes, we can join you. Yes.
Okay. What is
Okay.
your ID? Here, actually,
yes.
I'll just have mine
Oh.
on screen, and you can send an invite to me. Is what I think happening?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Moth, that was so dope. We did that in perfect sync.
Wait.
Ooh, lots of everythings. Okay.
Wait, I need that again. Show me your UID.
Oh, sorry. I got distracted. Moth and Mare were causing chaos with the
Wait.
Venties. Is it okay if you join in? Unfortunately, this is only up to 4 players. And with so including me, Moth, Mare, and Drew, that is the max amount of players. And with voice chat, I always like to keep voice chat to just the people I'm playing with.
Dang it, it'd be so great if we could have 5 people.
Just to avoid clutter. Because a lot of voices on voice chat can make it a little bit difficult to keep track, but
Especially if there's any lag at all.
yeah. Friends.
I sent you a request.
Drop what? Okay. But yeah, that's again.
Hit me.
Unfortunately, that's kind of what it is right now. But I do
Drop
appreciate
it.
you asking. You're always more than welcome to ask in the future. And someone who's watched your streams, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of a co-op stream with you in the future. Sometimes, Woomy, depending on schedules.
I like how everyone's first instinct when doing multiplayer is to just start attacking each other.
Like that's just the natural order of things. There's a reason why in Minecraft I have 2 statues of Drew. This is the correct response.
So what do y'all want to do? There's
I don't know.
bosses on the map. We could just explore.
Bosses, exploration. I'm just happy to have friends.
We just
I
hit
wish
each
you
other.
could turn PvP on. That'd be pretty funny.
I do not have an Xbox account, Woomy. I only have a PC. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, okay. Someone switched characters. Oh, it was Moth. I can tell when someone switches characters because there's like a moment lag.
Oh yeah, it was me. I am the great.
You
lady.
left the Venti squad? Oh, how
I'm
could you?
sorry, but like, Look at her. Look at her.
Nothing that we're gonna achieve. Nothing.
Do I have it on my Steam ID? I don't mind if people send me a Steam request. I don't know if I have like a command to have my Steam ID. I believe it is linked to my Discord though. So like if you look me up on Discord, I think my Steam ID is there. If you want to shoot me a friend request, I would accept.
Oh,
It's just a general
well,
comment
now we
from
have
me.
2 venties and 2 dillweed.
Excuse me.
So.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, it looks like I don't have a Steam. I'll need to create one of those.
All right. Well, I'll follow Daffy for whatever.
Yeah,
No!
Daffy's real world. What did you do?
I'm the only one who can't do dillweed.
Let's kill him off.
Oh no!
Genshin Impact Amber only playthrough.
Goodbye.
All right. Where are we headed?
I'm good for whatever. Where do we want to go? We want to kill bosses. We want to just. I mean, we've already like wreaked chaos
I'm fine
through
with that.
Mondstadt City's streets.
I don't have many resources, but I'm happy with helping with anything.
Actually, I think what we should do is go with Daffy to do his dailies because we will get primo gems for helping him with
Oh.
his dailies.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
no! Look
Like
at
the commissions.
Sleepy's internet connection.
Excuse me.
Which
I got a
character do
smooth 50 milliseconds.
Yeah, one of the dailies is right outside of Mondstadt.
I'm a
If you
little
cross
bit.
the bridge.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to pick my character real quick. I'm a little bit worried that when I move, my internet's gonna be terrible because I'm moving. I'm going to be a little bit. I don't want to like dox myself, but I am moving to a place that if you found, I would be like genuinely impressed because it's like out in the boonies of wilderness, like bear and deer part of Massachusetts that I'm moving to. Which like I'm cool with, but at the same time it's like I don't know how my
Oh,
internet's
this
going
is
to be out there.
foul.
So
Look
Damn
at
it, Drew.
all those chickens.
who's all everyone playing
Oh,
as? Should
there's
we
one
try
more
to?
pigeon over there.
I don't think party balance actually matters in hindsight when I'm like level 30 and everyone else is higher. Okay.
It absolutely doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm playing
Okay.
as Rose.
Uh-huh.
Wow, just enjoy playing as Venti then.
Dang it.
Y'all
I'm
killed
playing
all of his
Rosaria.
birds. You killed Timmy's birds.
Well, it's a good way.
I don't know if Timmy will ever recover from this blow.
It's a get
Roasted.
out.
You can sit on the log.
Ooh,
You can
I
sit on the
yawn
log,
and
guys.
shivers.
Like how everyone's like running off to focus on the mission. I
You
got
can sit on the
sick.
log?
You can sit on
Like,
the
I
log.
never did that.
You can sit on the log. Something, something, something frog sitting on a something log.
Oh, I'll be able to make us be able to run faster at night.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Ultimate for no reason.
Yeah, I know it.
I gotta remember to play this game. Woof.
I love this game. It's just like a good game. Like it plays fun. And people are like, this game, it's just a Breath of the Wild knockoff. I'm like, no, it's a fun game of its own accord. Okay, the next one that I see is... Yep, someone's already beaten me to it. It's the statue of the Animo statue of the
Yeah,
sun.
the wind ride.
Windrise. So did y'all get Primo Gems for that?
Yeah.
That's good
Yes.
to
So
know.
when we kill the enemies and we drop like loot and stuff, each of us get to pick that up, and we each get the 10 Primo Gems.
Okay. This is good to know. What was that, though? Oh.
That's pretty primo. Uh,
I found
It
friends.
physically pains me, Drew.
that's the goal.
Drew just killed my friends.
That wasn't even a good pun. Let me do no damage to you. Yes.
I mean, you're probably doing about as much damage as I am, to be fair. We're actually like right about the exact same level.
My gosh, I'm so tired. I'm doing my freaking WoW rotation on my keyboard. It's not gonna do me anything.
Just default to the...
I think we just killed all these hilly trolls, and I think this is the quest where Elon Musk is like, "Hey, let's not beat them up. I want to talk to them."
It is.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we can't see her on our screen, but on Daffy's stream, you could see that he's talking to the little girl.
And she's like, let's go talk to
Whoops.
them and be friends.
She just like sees the bodies and starts weeping.
Top 10 anime
Good thing
betrayals.
there's no bodies in this game.
So I gotta go talk to the one. I need the rest of you not to murder the rest of them that have respawned.
Did Daffy cut out for anyone else? No, this is
I said let's not murder them, but you just murdered them. Can y'all hear me?
just a me
No,
issue.
Daffy's I think has
Oh,
has
okay.
his gain
I
too
thought
low.
my
Oh no, I definitely can't. Can't hear Daffy anymore.
Yeah, lost him.
Hello? Hello! I'm here.
Nope, nothing.
I can't tell if you're messing with me.
Yeah, it didn't even make like a crackle sound or anything.
Hello.
There you are.
And
Hi.
he's ascended.
I've
Everyone on
ascended.
the elevator.
Oh yes, let's get elevated. Wait.
You're offended?
Oh, Drew, you didn't get on the elevator.
Because I'm
I've achieved
Dillweed.
maximum height. Dillweed needs no elevators.
Wait. I don't know why I'm not.
Uh-huh.
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 Oh, Daffy, your world, it physically pains
Pew.
me. You don't have all of the, like, teleport. And one of the dailies is so far away in Bright Crown Canyon. We're gonna have to walk
apparently-
all the way there from Wolvendom.
Oh,
Look, we can enjoy a nice
no.
walk. We can go. There's one right next to this teleport at
Wait,
least.
should we
true,
do
that's true.
the yeah, that's
Okay, ba ba bum. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da.
and there's an Anemoculus. Right over
Homunculus.
Joculus.
Joculus.
It's a Joculus. Here's a random question. Were any of y'all in Pet Band? I'm gonna take the silence as a no.
Brace yourself.
Actually, Anemculus. Pretty easy.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know who you are, but I feel betrayed.
Oh, no.
Nope. Yeah, I got it.
Eh.
And I landed on this elevator.
I like how Moth was actually doing the quest.
Like, to be fair though, like either Moth or you
Yeah,
could
well.
like single-handedly have taken them all out very easily. And did. So who has the elevator? Like, where does the elevator come from?
Okay.
Oh, rip, Daffy. Your audio's not doing well on the Discord.
Not on. Okay, one moment.
Vader.
We are making a couple adjustments for my stream. I don't know if anyone can hear me while I'm making these corrections, but I'm just working on kind of minimizing the amount of basically kind of the amount of clutter. No. Okay. One second. Hello?
Wait, I wonder.
Hello? Can y'all hear me better now?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? I broke
No.
stream avatars in the process
Can
of
you
trying
hear
to
me
fix
now?
my audio. But
Oh,
You're still-
no.
Still breaking up a little bit, but we can hear you.
I think my computer's just a little bit mad at the amount of programs I have
I know
running.
who I need to be for the picture.
Oh, Drew, no.
Uh-oh, what is Drew doing? What has Drew been left unattended to
Everybody's
do?
favorite character.
Oh, I'm scared to go see what's going on.
I'm trying to think of which characters. Like,
Ah,
Hmm.
be heard.
My computer is not happy. I think I might have to close stream avatars.
Okay.
Okay, is my audio any better?
right at that
Yes.
moment when you just spoke, yes.
Okay. I think for whatever reason, having Genshin Impact, Discord with multiple people, and stream avatars on was just one thing's too many for my computer right now, and I couldn't get it to balance. I've had to close stream avatars, unfortunately, but I think it's just one too many programs.
That's kind of a bummer that has to run client side. I feel like there should definitely be a server side version of that app.
I know, I wish there was, but unfortunately there's not. And normally it's not a problem to like run client side. I just think it was just my computer's been running for a bit now, and I was running a bunch of different other programs. So I think there's just some
Yeah.
like kind of background resource strain that I just can't figure out how to clean up right now without shutting everything down, and I don't want to do that. So
Oh, look, there's a chest here that Daphne never got. the big
Ah!
chest.
we could probably make a very long list of things that Daffy never got.
Same.
Yes, but as like a AR-54, I don't see chests anymore. This is a rare occasion. I'm excited.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll open the chest then. We'll see what happens.
I'll just
Oh
have to
no,
borrow
it's
you
far
for a
behind.
couple hours sometimes so that I can get some more world completion out of the way.
There's an apple.
Yeah, like me and Moth.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I am always down to just show up and murder stuff.
Oh, same.
Oh, Moth, you wasted your ult.
Well, Drew did in solidarity.
Oh, wow.
Here.
All right.
There you go.
Q
Oh,
in the
thank
chat.
you.
Q-
Q in
press,
the
press Q
chat.
to
Q in
pay
the chat.
respects.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got some raw meat out of that.
Delicious, delicious, delicious.
I feel like this was a ripoff for me because when I use my ult, I lose health. So I did it in solidarity, and now I'm at like 2/3. All right, we gotta go north.
North.
Falling off of things.
There's a seal.
I found a pine
Oh,
cone.
there's a Sealy and a trial.
Ah.
One of those
And an Animoculus.
that was great. Two of them were like, "Wow, look at these actual things! Wow, a pine cone!"
I found a pine. It was a pine cone. I got excited. It popped up on my screen and it made it sparkle.
Can you?
What more do
what
I
does-
need? Do you guys like if I open a chest, does it give you stuff too?
No, chests
No.
are only you.
Okay. So
But if we
Only disappointment.
but if we defeat enemies
Mhm.
and they drop stuff, each of us will get a share of the stuffs.
Okay. Goods to know. I mean that like makes sense. Because chests, I don't believe are. I think chests have some like unique, non-renewable stuff. So
Is this a good place to take a group photo?
Oh, it is.
it is.
I'll be in the back because I'm the tallest.
Okay. We need like pose
I
dramatically.
think Daphne and I are tied for shortest.
We almost got like AT&T bars going here, height wise.
Hey.
Okay, get good angle.
Yes.
How do I take picture? Oh.
Enter.
Yes. Enter.
Oh, I can't do any faces with her.
Look at all of us
The
pensively looking in a different
photos.
direction.
We are about to drop the next Fire album.
That's a good picture. Dang.
There's what
I wish I looked that good if you took a picture from below. You
Does
just see all
anyone-
37 of my chins if you do that.
Oh, I don't have any faces with I found the faces, but I don't have the faces.
Will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Oh, you can turn like look at camera
Wow.
on. And I can make myself
Oh.
disappear. Okay.
In Final Fantasy 14, you can make it so everybody looks at the camera, and it's really like unsettling as you move the camera around because everybody's
shit.
heads just move towards the camera.
Moth almost down.
I'm so sorry.
Come on, traveler.
That's
Take
so
it.
perfect.
Full of lost battles. Just wait.
Scared me so bad. Oh.
It's like turned into the photo op time.
Dang, I was really hoping I could time that right so that you got me in mid attack.
Okay. Well, I've got my photos. I'm more than willing to pose here along.
Yeah,
for
I got
everyone else.
mine.
Anyone else need photos?
Yeah, I've gotten a few good ones. I'll share them in
Okay.
the Discord later.
I will do the same.
All right, so first of all, let's go get this teleport point for Daffy.
Do we have to? I like walking.
I mean, technically, you don't have to.
Okay, I'll be a responsible adult, I guess.
I think the first couple hours I played this game, I didn't teleport at all because I kept forgetting. Excuse me?
That healing
Wait.
trail never existed.
There's
Wiped
a
out his
Healy
entire
over here and an
bloodline.
Animoculus.
Yes, Monculuses.
There's a Moculus.
A
Would
mo-
water gliding be faster?
It's like under. Oh, and there's like things to break over here too.
It's like an
Rocks to
island.
break.
If we go down there, though, can we get back up? I mean, Moth's already gone down
Oh.
there, so
There's a
either way.
teleport. You can teleport.
Oh, that's literally true.
Where are you looking?
Moth just went off a
Oh,
cliff.
that little island.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Of course she did.
And there's another and
I mean,
we really
really
just
over here.
all split, huh?
Well, I found
Uh-huh.
Sealy, and with great Sealy
I found a
comes great
Sealy.
responsibility.
I don't
Apparently
wanna
tired, and that's where my mind went. It's
Oh, I can't
another
change character.
Sealy. Hello.
That's pretty silly.
I'm just going to escort this while everything follows me. These healer trolls have some like genuinely just horrific aim.
That thing you're running after is pretty silly looking.
Not like no acknowledgement for that one.
It really sealed the deal.
Hey!
It's like my own personal hit squad. Like I can just stand back and just watch entire camps be obliterated. Okay,
Wait,
so
where are y'all? Oh, okay, you're all.
we're all up on the cliff that you are not.
Yeah, I'm still down here.
Where
There's
is it?
a thing for you to get.
Where is
It's
it?
down here. Down here where I am.
I know it's down here where you are, but I'm just trying to think where is it in the tree?
Oh yeah, right in the middle of the
No,
tree.
it's on the floor.
Oh, I got.
There's one right in the middle.
There was one in the
And
middle.
there's
of
a
the
chest
tree.
up here. Oh well.
Oh, there's another Sealy.
Mm-hmm.
Put the chest though.
There's a chest in the tree. Giving me some waster great sword. That's a name. Okay, so
Hey,
where am-
Moth, do you remember the other day when I was helping you fight the Animo Cube and I stole that one mint and you got so mad?
Wait, what?
When I was helping you with the Animo Cube and we were running to it and I took a mint, like on the path, and you got so mad. You're like, did you really fucking take that?
Nothing.
Also, polite reminder to it's like family stream.
After I said it, I was like, oh no.
No, you're good. Like everyone slips, including me. The first cuss word on the stream was said by me. I will say that. So, not like in today's stream. I don't know if I've cussed in today's stream, but the first cuss word on my channel in general was 100% me.
What was it? Just kidding.
It was. I told my sister. My sister said that she was going to be playing Mario Party, and I told her to go kick everyone's. And then like realized
yes.
what I had said like 3 seconds later. I'm like, oh, family friendly stream. Moth got disconnected from voice chat. No. I'm flying. I gotta add Moth back. But this is silly. Okay. Moth, are you back yet?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
I've lost all y'all. I don't know
Yeah.
where you went.
I'm definitely asleep right now.
Drew and I are literally standing in the same spot, just attacking.
This is definitely what the designers of this game had in mind. Dang it! I fell from my throne.
Where is the Sealy taking me? Is it like
To
taking
the
me?
sea, Lee.
It's taking me like all the way like to the like around the coast of Mondstadt. Like where
Oh
am I
yeah,
going?
dang.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh no!
What'd y'all do?
um, Drew failed to go into the little wind circle and just fell into the water.
Now we're an Olympic swim team.
Well, I was about to teleport over back to the area. I'll wait for y'all to get here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't gliding
Oh.
be faster?
We'll see who gets here first. It's now a
Bye-bye.
race.
I
It's apparently a very dangerous race. Pew! Pew!
Oh no!
Hi.
Oh no! Now we're being attacked. No, don't.
Pew! Did we lose Mare?
Yeah.
I might have died. It's fine.
I watched it happen.
Just
I
a
just
little
flew
death.
overhead.
I thought it wouldn't pass your head and I shot it.
I love our team comp of 2 archers, a spear user, and a dillweed.
Wow.
It's the perfect build. Who needs healers?
I would very much appreciate a healer.
I was Chi-Chi, but I'm like, I don't want to be Chi-Chi.
I can be the
That's-
healer.
So valid.
I'll be a
You should
healer.
just do a full healer
Because the
group.
smaller characters are like slower than the rest.
My healer's
and
actually
that
level 1, so we're not going to do that.
stresses me out.
I mean, aren't we your defense squad anyway?
That's true, but I'm just not entirely sure that a level 1 healer is going to be worth having.
Wait, I could be Bennett. I really want to be
Bennett.
Hutaru.
To be frank, we also really don't need a healer, to be honest. Like,
Well,
Wow.
I mean, Hu Tao needs a healer and Xiao needs a... Are we gonna do the last quest?
we probably should.
Yeah, let's go do that last one.
That implies that
Uh-huh.
I have an attention span and can stay on task for that long.
Alright, we just gotta run north. If you get
There's,
lost, go north.
Where is that? There's 2 over here. Oh, this one. Hey, there's one over here. You can
What
fly
happened
over
to
or break
go
it with your
north?
wind.
We like literally
Well,
2
because there's these things that you can use Animo to break them, I think.
You can't,
Which I didn't know until... Okay, then you can fly
but you can
over
fly
it.
over him.
Okay. Swear to God, you could...
I tried and it didn't work, but I probably tried wrong.
Or not open.
Killing all the slimes.
Wouldn't
I'm
gliding be
legit, like, spooked. But I know it's just, like, because my window's open, but it's still so scary.
What happened?
My door was opening and closing.
Oh,
It was very unsettling.
have we had the
I don't even think I broke this one yet. Or no, I must have.
breaking windows?
No. No, the rock.
The only window that I have broken to memory was me and my sister broke a window frame trying to break into our own house because we both forgot our house keys. And my parents
Drew, where are
were
you?
not too thrilled with
Or
that.
not Daffy, where are you?
I'm following a
Jeffy is
Sealy.
taking the Sealy home.
Oh, okay.
I'm helping the Sealy
There's like
home.
2 chests and...
I know they
Actually,
popped up.
there's 3, that's 3.
They're all pointed out on my map for me. But there was a Sealy.
It's all a fun game of running around in a circle until somebody accidentally attacks, and then it becomes all out war.
It does, yeah.
Hello, hi Noctis. Hello, long time
Oh,
no
hello,
see.
Noctis.
I was playing Minecraft, but now we're playing Genshin, and I'm joined by Moth, Mare, and Drew.
Hello.
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 Of which I can say 2 of the 3 of you stream, I believe.
Yep, I'm the only one who doesn't stream.
Here we go.
I still don't know if it counts if it's been one stream.
It counts.
Sure it
You have
does.
to have at least a couple
You-
under your belt.
You made an announcement on my Promote Yourself channel that you were streaming, so you are now a streamer for the rest of forever.
Oh, cool.
In my mind. Very cool. I'm doing good. I don't know how the rest of them are doing. I mean, I'm assuming I don't want to assume how they're doing, but I'm having fun with them here. How are you
I'm
doing,
good.
Noctis?
I mean, I'm with my friends, so.
Oh, also, while I'm here, or just to
I wish
pause real
there-
quick, because I got to shout out Noctis.
I wish there was emotes in this game.
Emotes could be fun.
Kind of are.
Yeah,
Noctis-
there kind of are. I did it once, but I don't remember how.
My Discard is like the worst kept like secret not secret, because I just like never promote it. It just like gets brought up every once in a while. Of course, I gotta give Noctis a shout out. Noctis was all 4 of us introduction to the Luna community, wasn't he?
Think so?
Because we all came from SSS into Mango into Noctis. Right, we were all along
Yep.
with that. Which, like, wonderful, like, very niche chain of not speaking right now.
That, absolutely.
Wonderful random chain of events that led to the 4 of us knowing each other.
Yes.
Anyway.
Wait, did we just do the last quest? I don't
Yes.
see it on
Also-
the map.
I think we did, apparently. And also, we're lucky to know you two, Noctis. Did you see any of my... Did you hear about the Nuzlocke stream? That I did? Well, here. Can someone smash this rock for me? I got bow.
Well, where at?
Rock
Where?
here. No? I did my first
No,
ever
it's me right
Pokemon
here.
Noctis stream.
Are you
And-
sure it's a break?
Pokemon Nuzlocke stream. And the second Pokemon I caught got named after you. Because of Mikey. And they all died. So we now have Noctis 2.0 in my Pokemon Nuzlocke stream. You got named after a Bidoof got named in your honor.
And there's Dirt Twog. Nope, it's Twog. Well,
Yeah, it's Dirt. So it's Dirt Twog, but it's Dirt Toog. Because it was
Dirt
2.
2.
But Dirt Twog is what it looks like and sounds fun. That's cool. That's sad. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing, and I like went to the store and then spent all of my money on Pokeballs and didn't buy any like medicine. And then like
Yep.
in like the very like second like Route 202, I got party wiped.
Oh, I almost died.
Oh, don't do that. Where'd you go? What
That's
gen?
Scrub, that's
There's
why you
an
have
Animatic.
Jow. You don't take fall damage.
What
when
gen?
attacking.
And will I continue? It is Gen. It's Diamond, whatever Gen Diamond
4.
is. 4, and I believe it's going to be my like Wednesday stream for the time being. But my streaming schedule will be shifting potentially quite drastically in the next week or so. I still want to try to stream as close to daily as possible, but we will see. But it's going to be one of the ones that is on a weekly rotation.
Hey, Drew.
Eh.
Need some food. You're like really low on.
Oh, that's cool. Don't worry about it. I don't have any food.
Please feed your doughy.
Please.
No, I literally don't. I
Please
literally
fill-
don't have any food.
Okay,
There's a berry bush here.
I've also never made food in this game either.
Ouch.
I can't. There's someone.
Yeah. How are you not
Oh.
dead?
Switch to a healer.
Because I have a great healer.
Yeah. Apparently,
Just 'cause
I
I can
climb.
Should I be Bennett or?
I mean, I can
You
like
don't
be
want to be
level.
Barbara?
I can be level 1
Barbar?
Barbara.
Barbara?
No, because she's level 50 and Chi-Chi and Bennett are level 80.
Have you considered that Drew is level 26?
That is very true.
No.
His gold lead is just a sprout.
Just a sprout.
It's just the what are they called? The little fingerling pickles.
Or the
Fingerling.
little,
You realize
little
just
fingerless
realized
happening
what
potatoes.
here?
last 2 times I rated someone.
What the?
You went live like 5 minutes later. Yeah, I tend to go live at like
Hey,
12.
Drew, where are you? Oh, you're over here.
12 my time. And like the thing is like I was talking to people and like because when my wife and kids are out here, I might be
Come
streaming
get
a little
your
bit
heal
less.
juice.
But I want to try to keep streaming daily if possible. Once they're out here, but it's probably going to be just reinforcing this time slot because it'll probably be when the kids go to sleep that I'll stream. Because I love my children, I love them dearly, but they are a lot of chaos when streaming. In the best way. Like I love I stream with my son. You've all seen me do that, but it's a lot of chaos and they are very unpredictable. Anyway, streaming till 2 in the
Maybe
morning.
not.
Can we? Oh, is it this guy?
Yeah.
It makes us so
Where's the other Animoculus?
I mean,
Oh,
you say
did you not get this one up here?
this is me we're talking about. If it wasn't like directly pointed out to me and you stood next to it with like a giant sign, probably not.
It's up on this rock where this wind current
Is that
is
the one
at.
in the wind? Yeah. All three of us were just like riding in the wind current while you're just off doing something else.
Also, do you have any of the Mondstack? Because there's a thing to use them right over here. And
have
there
any.
is a Sealy.
Do I have? Oh yeah, I do. I think I have one of those left. You had to make yourself stop streaming till 2 in the morning. I mean, like I would say I did the same, but it's currently 3:36 a.m. here, so we've seen about how well that's gone.
Oh, looks like Drew needs some healing. Hey Drew, come get your heal juice.
I was going to see how long it took for you to notice, and then
How
you noticed
long?
immediately.
Who left Drew unattended? Do we need to get you some bubble wrap?
I
Honestly.
need some floaties.
Earlier, there were the 3 fire slimes with like a bonfire in the middle. And when I first saw the bonfire, I thought Drew was just standing in the middle.
Is that a Sealy? I see a Sealy.
That's you just need like just. I'm just a big old fire with extension cords all wrapped around me.
Not the extension cord.
Oh, basic info. So just to clarify, you know like nothing about Genshin, right, Noctis? Because I am playing as
Yep.
Venti, who is a Anemo or Air Elemental Archer. And then we have Drew playing as Diluc, or as we like to call him, Dillweed, who is a Claymore Fire user. And then we have Mare playing as someone I don't know the name of.
Xiao.
Xiao, who's a, I think, Hydro Spear user, Water Spear user.
Anemo.
Anemo, Air Spear user. And then we have Sleepy, who I also don't know that character.
I'm Bennett. I'm playing Bennett.
It's
And
Bennett.
he's a sword user and pyro.
Sword User
and
Pyro.
and like
Bennett
that's
is one of
the
T-Fay's
unlucky
favorite
character, right?
characters. I don't believe Bennett's an unlucky character.
No, the one that like you, who's got like really bad luck.
Yeah, he's unlucky. He was the first one I got.
Mm.
I don't have level 10 friendship with him for some reason.
Can I do wish pulls when I have y'all here? I can
You
access
can.
them.
Yeah,
I can. I got some.
I can do a wish pull. Should I do
Two
one?
I'm gonna
polls for
do.
child.
I'm gonna do some pulls for Tartaglia.
Good
What did I
luck.
get? What did I get? What did I get?
I got enough to do a couple pulls. So I might
Yes,
as well
I
do a
got
couple.
Rosaria.
Oh,
I
congrats.
got Venti, so I'm going to assume I'm not gonna get anything like super.
Well, hopefully you get Rosaria. No.
You know, you can
I
still
got
get
a
something
book
good.
and I got a bow. I'm just assuming I'm not gonna get Tartaglia.
Uh-huh.
Technically, you can open them at any point. Like, I stole my brother's account, and on the 6th and 12th pulls, I got 2 5-stars. I got Kaching and Jean. So you don't.
Oh,
So you don't have to get to like 70, 80. Although that is the most common time
Okay.
when you pull 5-stars.
Okay. Well, I got a book and a bow, and that's all the primo gems I got for right now. A wish pull is the gotcha mechanic. So you can earn or buy various things that let you pull. And basically that's what these resources here at the bottom. And that's how you get new characters and weapons and items.
I just realized I'm setting y'all ablaze.
No wonder Drew's dying.
It's the fire. Can we do a domain to get yeah, I'm willing to do a domain. I'm game for whatever.
Who asked a domain?
I got a message from Mare about a domain. I'm good with domain. How do we domain? I don't know how domains
How
work.
do we domain?
So if you open the map,
Okay.
there are the diamonds with the blue centers.
Okay.
There are 2 types. There are ones with like tiny blue diamonds and ones with the big blue circles.
Okay.
Big blue circle ones are domains. Some of them give you items that you can use to refine weapons, and some of them will give you artifacts, which you can then equip on your characters.
There's
So
a
for
Valley of
Venti,
Remembrance. Oh
for
yeah, you're gonna
So-
want to unlock the Valley of Remembrance because there are items for Venti
So-
relics.
I 100% appreciate this, but wherever we're going, we're walking because Drew just banned teleportation for 5 minutes. So where are we going?
True.
And I'll start the timer.
Why would you do this to us?
So why are some
Someone
of the
already
diamonds
teleported.
big circle blue and some are gray? So the blue ones are ones I've unlocked, the gray ones I have not. So where are we going?
It's the one. It's the one by Dawn Winery.
Yeah, so we just need to walk south, like really far south, until we can teleport again.
The Celia Gardens?
No, even
Sealies are these little floaty creatures.
south. The one to the east of Dawn Winery.
Is that what someone
Oh,
asked?
the
I
hidden
don't.
place of Zhao Formula?
No.
I'm even more lost.
No.
East, not west.
The Dawn
East.
Winery.
Valley of Remembrance.
It
I
says
see it.
I died.
Okay. Well, I've started the timer. I don't. The ban technically only applies to me, but y'all can honor it if you want.
I mean,
I
we
died.
go to the domain,
And I'm
you
closer
have
to the winery, so.
I also
Okay.
died.
The one you don't have unlocked. Yeah, it's the one I don't have unlocked, and it just took me a little bit to figure that out. And I'm taking apparently the scenic route because I don't think this was the easiest way to get there. I mean, it's only like a 5-minute ban on teleportation. Could be worse.
I didn't even read the subtext. I thought it was just gonna be banned for the rest of the stream.
I believe it should be 5. I should probably read the subtext on this. Is it going to let me?
Water ASMR.
Yep, it's a 5
Yeah.
minute. Yeah, there is a water ASMR.
Good drink.
I hope nobody has to pee. Because I don't have to anymore.
It's a band for at least 5 minutes. I remember like reading it. I'm like, that sounds good. It's like I just like left it on the default. Nope, that went about. Okay. Oh, I need to eat some food.
Don't you dare heal him.
So rude. How could you do this to us?
I mean, Daffy said we don't have to, but I mean, I kind of feel like we shouldn't.
I feel like it'd
Even
be a very rude thing to not do it.
I'm dead.
I unlocked the chest.
Noctis says they have enough problems with games they don't need trolls making it. Like, to be honest, 90% of the reason why I added the ban and in-game action is my wife was like, you gotta put more stuff I can spend points on. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna add that one because I just know my wife's a being of chaos and she'll get a kick out of it. Well, she actually hasn't taken advantage of it at all yet, but
Has anybody used it before?
ban in-game action? I think so. Yes, we had someone ban turning left in Dark Souls.
Oh, I was gonna do that. That was my actually what I was thinking of doing, but then I was like, that may not be good for video.
I would do it.
First,
See,
Crusader
the thing-
Kings.
The thing about
Stream
banning,
pit-
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you can ban turning left, but I can still just turn right 3 times. But go Mare.
That's true.
During the first Crusader Kings stream, I made, and when Daffy was doing character creation, I made him take off his glasses for 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's so good. That's so good.
yeah. And like the glass, like it's like not a face reveal. Like I'm genuinely like practically, I'm very vision impaired without my glasses.
Oh, that's so. That's so mean. I love it.
I put it in there with like the full understanding that that is like the character creation thing was like brilliantly planned. Cause like in Dark Souls or like this game, I can see blurs moving. But in like character creation, it was like, nope, I have no idea what was going on.
I think you were trying to like make yourself too.
I was trying to make myself. Yeah, I was trying to make myself at that
I
moment.
think you did a good job from what I've seen.
First off, those characters doesn't exist anymore because we got bored and then came back and started playing like the pair
I
of bike
died.
queens. Oh, it's okay. We're gonna be able to teleport in 25 seconds.
Oh, same.
But I also kind of feel like we're halfway there. Like,
I mean,
Yeah,
I have enough
Unless
points to
someone
do it again.
does it again.
Yeah.
Wink.
I wanted a couple like of these like funner high cost things people could spend on because like we had random facts.
Nice. The pizza's done.
Pizza's done. I can teleport again.
I want some pizza now.
I know.
Yeah, why'd you say that?
I can't believe you said it. Because it was just like immediately wanted pizza.
Oh, hydrate.
I
Thank you,
don't have
Noctis.
pizza.
I haven't had
Oh,
pizza in
thank you
so
for the
long.
hype.
I've like fairly recently had pizza, I believe, but that's because my boss will do this thing where he's like, I want pizza. Y'all eat pizza? I'm getting pizza.
Oh,
Good boss. Small company. It's like a small enough company that like I like my bosses and everything. It's pretty good. Little shipping company.
me.
He's also
By the
got
way,
the thickest Boston accent, and I'm not even going to try to do it. But he's like
Beautiful.
deep Boston. He's like, I worked down at the harbor. The boat's on the water.
You
Like,
tried
this
it. You did it.
I did try it. I said I wasn't going to, and I immediately did. They were
What's in
trying
the
to get me to
water?
say water. It's
What? Stop at
water.
the harbor.
You got to cross the water to get to the harbor. Couldn't find my khakis.
Wait, excuse me?
My khakis.
Can't work without your khakis.
Yeah, my khakis. I need him to drive.
It's khaki pants.
Khaki pants. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Oh, we've gotten late enough now that I'm going to just start laughing at everything. Okay. Yep.
Right now, I'm sitting
Yeah.
at the top of a
Never
tree,
forget your khakis.
looking over a meadow.
Mhm. Okay. Where is this? Where are y'all and where is this thing? Is it up there? I
Above you.
see
We're
it.
at the place.
so don't. One thing is Venti. Don't forget you can hold down E, and you make a wind current for yourself.
Yeah. It's called Nature's Elevator. Elevator? Elevate.
Nature's elevator.
Nature's Elevator. I'm
My
smart.
neighbors hate me.
I'm wicked smart. Okay. There's a good reward
see it.
Boston accent for 1 minute. Oh boy, I don't need to start accent rewards. Why are they all? Are these all locked?
Wait, does Gray have accent rewards?
Gray may or may not. Adventure rank domain unlocks at adventure rank 25.
No.
I'm adventure rank 23.
Oh.
22.
Rip.
We can't do those together, right?
I mean, we can do them together, but Daffy's too low level, so we can't right now.
There's other domains though, isn't there?
Yeah, there's that other unlocked one.
Because I swear I've done domains before. If you just want to do domains, I don't necessarily care what we get from it reward wise. Like if it would just be a
That's
fun
true.
thing to do.
In that
The
case,
Midsummer Courtyard.
Midsummer Courtyard.
yeah, we could do either
That's
that
by
one.
the Thousand Wind Temple.
I think for sure you should be able to do the Cecilia's Garden, and then Midsummer Courtyard you might be able to do, or that might be level locked, like the one we just checked.
Yeah, so that the TLDR on that one was I'm not high enough level to start it, and I'm hosting the world. So because of it, it's locked for them. I don't know if they can do it like in my world, but I'm not high enough level to do it.
Nope.
Yeah. So wait, which one am I going to?
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a
I'm
tree, looking out
Cecilia
over
Garden?
headed to one of.
fire in hand.
I was headed to the one that you haven't unlocked.
Yeah, well, let's go unlock that one and see if you can do it, because that one will get you.
That one.
Ooh, what the?
Should I do accent? I don't know. I get like super self-conscious about my accents. I slip into them like unintentionally all the time because like it's like a bored thing. Like I don't know how
Ew.
my accents are. Gray's good. Gray's got like accents at the drop of a hat out of nowhere.
I'll get there eventually.
Oh. Noctis, you evil person.
What did he do?
Oh, Noctis! Oh,
He has banned unlocking
did he
domains for
do?
5 minutes.
Well, what we could do is we could all set ourselves to
Well, there's
one.
an Animoculus over here, so
It'd probably take me about 5
Set
minutes
yourself.
to get that, but where is it?
Star Snatch.
RP walk.
I see a wild
I'll catch you eventually, Daffy.
sleepy climbing the mountainside. Can you like climb this whole mountain? This feels like a really high mountain to climb.
I have food to boost my stamina, which helps.
Ah.
Otherwise, no. I could climb it most of the way, but not fully.
This is bringing back memories of RPing and other MMOs.
Uh-huh.
Just RP walking through a city.
I'm noticing that Zhao takes like literally twice as many steps as Dillweed.
Yeah.
Getting further ahead, but we're going the same speed.
Y'all just slow walking?
Maybe.
You can tell by the way I do my walk. That
I
sounds
think
like
I might fall and die off this cliff. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Well, goodbye, world.
Alright, Daffy, I'm on my way to help.
They... I'll walk out to you too.
Oh no, this is a meeting right here.
Ah. You're probably wondering
This
why
is
I've called all of you here today. So I can show my wind. If you like jump and fly and then land, you just start. Yep, you start walking. It's Venti. I love how banning this action basically just turned to us waiting outside it for 5 minutes. It's just but an inevitable delay.
Like we could have just teleported to the other already unlocked domain and done it. But
Yep.
we're like, nah.
Nah, we're gonna wait here. It's the point of concept. Pew 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 pew. Legolas.
Where is this even?
It's like
Oh, there
it's
it
up
is.
there. Yeah.
I have
Is,
to
is,
start-
is
start
his
walking.
name?
Oh,
Go
God.
for it. Oh, no, I was gonna make a pun. It's bad, so it's not worth it.
Go for it. Nope. You've mentioned that you're gonna make a pun. We all need to hear it now.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say, I wonder if he got his name because, like, I don't know, maybe somebody would call air from a venti air, you know, venti air. Yeah. I think I like the silence even better than when people laugh about it.
No, it's a pretty good theory, but here's a counter theory. I think it's because his first job was as a secretary, and whenever his boss asked for a venti frappe, he just thought that that was his name, like, you know, venti, get me a frappe.
Oh yeah.
One other thing, did you know that if you're like climbing on stuff in multiplayer, you can climb over each other?
Wait, what?
Climb over me.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
Oh yeah, we've done that before. We phased through each other before.
Wait, can we make all? Didn't get a laugh either.
What a nightmare.
We are the amalgamation.
Now we can be like a K-pop band and just go back and forth and look like a dance move. Wow.
This
that
new
was-
Snapchat
that was
filter
something.
is lit. Do I sound young yet?
Has it been 5 minutes yet?
7,
so
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Unlocked. Okay, yes! There is one that I can do.
Yeah.
Good.
How can my Lovecraftian abomination be this cute?
So yeah, if you click on co-op, it'll send an invite to each of us that we accept, and then
Oh,
we
We can
can
like
go.
pick around and go with who we want to.
Reduced to just
Hmm?
standing around.
I'll be the
Hell,
healer.
We're waiting on someone.
Or wait on a mare.
No, I'm in.
No,
It's
we're waiting on Drew.
What? It's not letting me do anything. What?
Did
I have
Drew?
to do something
It says
specific?
there's. Oh, yeah, we are, because it says there's.
Okay, I sent the invite again manually. There we
Oh,
go.
I don't. Weird. I don't know why nothing popped up for me the first time.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, recommended
Sounds like a
element.
new element magna. I mean, we got. That's the recommended element.
Dillweed.
I-
Yep.
Breathe.
Wait, how can I undo my.
And
If you like unclick ready, yeah.
Does
I
not.
really want. I'm
You
so
can
jealous.
domains. You cannot have duplicate characters.
Oh, it doesn't let you.
No, that would be a time paradox.
Okay. Well, I will. I'm gonna go with a little bit of razor
Whew.
because the fire damage combo with razor, if the overcharging, should be nice.
neither do I.
And then once we're all readied up, you can press start, and that'll actually start the domain.
Boop. We starting. We will. We will rise. We will see what we get. See how we do. When melt is triggered, an energy burst will occur, dealing damage to surrounding opponents. Do we even have like a? I guess if there's ice opponents. Oh, I didn't realize I was starting. Oh, this has gone very poorly for them.
I mean, it was going to go poorly for them as soon as a level 80 and a level 90 walked in.
That's true. But I didn't necessarily think it was going to go this poorly for them. Is this normally like a challenge if everyone's on the right level?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's a tree that if you go up to it, you can spend resin, and it'll give you random drops.
Oh yes, I've done this. I've done one of these before. Cause like you use these to upgrade weapons, right?
Weapons, or this one in particular, is an artifact domain, so it'll give you artifacts.
Oh, okay.
Once you get to higher levels, there are different like
Okay.
tiers of artifacts.
Mhm.
So this one eventually will drop like lightning specific artifacts,
Okay.
just not at this level.
Okay. Should I? So are we leaving domain now? Okay. I was also gonna say it is 4 a.m. my time, so I am thinking after the domain would be a good spot to wrap up.
Did y'all see that too?
What happened?
I got phased into Dillweed and then I was on top of him. Oh! And it's happening with Mare.
Nope.
Is Mare
But-
floating for anyone else?
Not for me.
Okay, well, I took a screenshot.
Yes.
Yeah, we can wrap it up here though. That was a good place to.
Yeah.
We got you some artifacts.
Wait, hold still. Okay.
I want this character so much.
Venti?
Chi-Chi?
Yeah, it's. I think it's my favorite character design.
Oh, yeah, she's
Surprised
really...
it's not Diona.
What?
I'm surprised it's not Diona. She's
I
like a
mean,
little.
they're both pretty fantastic. The little people are my favorite people in this game. I just
Oh,
love
it's a
their
cat.
little like animations. They're so cute to me. And I love that if you jump in the water that they cannonball.
Oh, they cannonball. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's water over here.
This water is too shallow
Oh,
to
it's not
dive
deep
into.
enough, damn it. I'm so tired I didn't even like.
How does one dive?
If you're near the edge and you jump off into it, usually like it's like a 50-50. Sometimes they do a dive animation, sometimes they don't.
Whee!
We're like,
Okay. I just got
Sabal-
fish. I just drowned.
I've just seen the animation on YouTube and it's like so cute. I don't know.
Okay.
Someday I'll have a little person.
Well, thank you for hosting us, Daffy, both in Discord call and on Genshin.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for joining me for the stream. I really appreciated it. Any raid suggestions? Oh, I almost had to dive and then I botched it.
Yes. Oh yeah, I just saw it on your stream right after you said it.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of looked cool that you like
There
dove
we
into
go.
a spider.
I got it that time.
Ram is streaming.
Oh, we'll go raid Ram. And I even got an idea for a raid message.
Oh.
Dance. Dance.
Yes. Yes. Now dance. Dance.
Now dance. Dance. Okay. I was cracking myself up earlier in the car. I'm a man who's very easily entertained. And I was listening to Pennywise in my punk rock station, and the song Blank Authority came onto the radio. And I just had the dance thing stuck in my head, but with that song instead. And I was just cracking up over it as I was like riding on my way home from work.
I don't even know that.
Family friendly stream, but Blank Authority, the silent majority, raised by the system, now it's time to run against them. That one. It's Pennywise, who's like heavy punk, but yeah. Logging out. That doesn't work. I'm gonna refund that one. But very, very clever. Very clever. I'm proud of you for that one.
Too soon.
Too soon. Okay. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Just getting the thing pulled up so that I can raid. All right. And what is Ram playing? Ram is playing... One second. There's enough people streaming that it didn't pull. Valheim. It's the survival one. Anyway, we're gonna go raid Ram Moranek. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him for several years. He's playing some Valheim. In the meantime,
Team Fight 6 for me.
oh, I don't know. It said Valheim for me, but we'll see what it is. In the meantime, though, thank everyone for joining me for today's stream for some Minecraft and then some Genshin, and especially thank the three of you for joining me in chat. I really enjoyed having you here. We'll have to do it again sometime. But yeah, I hope all of you have a wonderful night. I hope you either get the rest that you need or that if you're going to be up for a little bit, you can enjoy a good little bit of time being up and have a wonderful weekend for those of you who don't have to work over the weekend. If not, have a hopefully good few days, whatever it is for you. In the meantime, I love all of you. I hope you have a wonderful time. Moth has posted the raid message for it. Bye, everyone. Good night. Now y'all get to deal with the weirdness of me still being here after I've raided.
Oh, you're cutting it.
Oh, is it going to work? Anyway. My computer is not happy with this.
Come on, traveler. Let's go. The world is full of lost.
Okay. I'm gonna let y'all go because my computer is struggling hardcore in the middle of this raid.
Like the beginning and end of that sentence. What's happening?
What is happening?
You were streaming Minecraft and then went into what other game did you go into? I just added the permitted term fucker to my chat. Why do I even have Automata at this point? Genshin Impact. We were playing Valheim, and then we're switching to this, but Lupus uninstalled the game earlier today for whatever reason. 81%. My internet would have it downloaded by now, but that's because I truly have. Actually, no, it's my father took up Ethernet cable, maybe sorted different. Oh, I was gonna say it's probably the server's throttling. Oh, either way. More likely.
Hello, I have
Oh,
returned.
hello. What
Hello.
happened?
I clicked raid and there was like one too many programs running, and my computer's just a little bit struggling right now.
Oh,
Some real ghostly Daffy vibes.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting how it would like do like a word of the first part of your sentence and then a word at the end. So it's like,